Okay.
So we won't have everybody just walking around.
Okay.
Yeah, but we keep it better. You know, security control on what's happening.
Okay, were you with him last night?
No, I wasn't.
Are there a couple of people going to be here who were with him?
Yeah, but Mel will release the statement.
Okay.
Okay, so just have a seat.
Okay.
Can we run out to the car and get a different path? When we do this, can we turn off the TV, though?
Great. Hey, Mel. Sorry you had to wait.
George. Okay, Bernie. Boy, TVM. How are you?
How you doing, Mel?
Oh, I'm doing great.
The slowest part about me is my shoulder. They gave me a shot to lower my blood pressure.
Oh, I'll bet.
And that damn thing hurts like that.
That's a big bandage you got there on your head.
Well, the nurse, I guess, she just couldn't find another one, so she just left this one.
Got the mic, Phil? Yeah, that is the mic.
Yeah,
Oh, you got it on.
whenever you guys are ready.
Just 1, 2.
Okay.
Stand on the other side of that door, Chuck, and stop people from coming in. Or to have Marisol stand there. On that side of the door, so on that side of the door, don't let anyone in. Stand on that side. Stand on that side of the door and don't let anyone in, okay?
What happened?
Mel, can you tell us what happened last night?
Well, we left here on our way home. We had just come from a full day of campaigning, L stops, coffee sips in Madison, speaking to homeowners in Crestwood. Came by here, spent about 10 minutes because I was really on the guys because I was really tired. Get me out of here, let's go home already. And we went a regular route, take 103rd to Stony, make a left, go down Stony, either turn on 87th or 83rd or 79th, whatever you feel like at that evening. We turned on 83rd Street, going east. We got to about Yates. All of a sudden, I was sitting in the back seat, 2 guys in the front seat. All of a sudden, someone pulled up behind us and put their brights on, which blind, you could notice it right away. And I said, what the hell? I said, what's that guy's problem? And they blew their horn. Now, we have a sign on top of our car. And people, 6 times a day, people will blow their horn and do this or, wave their hand or whatever. So we thought maybe they wanted to say hello or something. But they were so close that the first left we could take, we took, Essex. And went up a block and then went up another block and pulled to our left in that intersection. As we pulled to our left, the car in back of us pulled to the right. I looked out. I saw a guy sitting behind the driver. He had on a wool pull-down knit hat, and he was wearing like like one of those sweatshirts, with a zipper. And he started letting the window down, and he started reaching. He had a really incredible look on his face. And then he's like this, and I said, I think that guy's got something. He got a gun or something. And I went to my left, and at that moment I heard, bam, bam. And then we just took off.
Now, that was the first time you saw this individual?
That's the first time I had to look at him in my life.
You said he had an incredible look on his face. What do you mean by that?
Just looked, it's very serious.
How do you feel? I mean, all of this stuff is happening. Did time slow down? Did it speed up?
They always say that it happens so fast. It happened so fast. It was over in a matter of seconds, and I'm sitting there with glass all over me, getting up halfway off on the floor, halfway on the seat, and then I feel my head kind of warm, and I've touched my forehead, and there was some blood on there, and but I had felt that sort of like a knife. Like a knife cut, so it was definitely a glass cut. It definitely was not the bullet. And then my guys, we went down, I think it was 81st Street, and turned up a wrong way to the South Shore Hospital and went into the emergency room.
Did you get a look at the individual?
Not really. I mean, if I saw him again, I could probably pick him out, but he would have to have the same hat on.
Where do you think this comes from?
Well, obviously, we don't have any idea. And would not even want to begin to speculate if it comes from my opponent's camp. I doubt very seriously. I think, however, we have to be very, very careful in these kinds of campaigns with the kind of rhetoric that we use and the kind of divisiveness that we use to incite our supporters. I mean, I think that all of us running for elective office ought to deplore such tactics, whether it's breaking in an office. We've had our office broken into. We've had fire here. We've had windows broken. We've had shots fired. My wife has been threatened at her job. All of this kind of stuff does not belong in campaign.
Now, while you say you don't believe this came from the camp, the Gus Savage camp, it sounds as though you believe that the kind of campaign that is being run might incite somebody who supports him but doesn't necessarily work with them and receive any kind of support in that way for such an attack.
Well, I think that's right. I don't think that anybody directly working for Gus Savage, or I can't imagine them sitting around planning to shoot at me. I can't imagine it. But, you know, you have to be very careful when you start talking about things that people get very emotional about, talking about genocide and those kinds of things. Those are tough things, and you just have to be very careful. You just have to be very careful.
How do you feel this morning? I mean, you've had the night to think about this, right? How do you feel now? I mean, where you look back, are you angry now? Somebody cut you.
Well, I'm very determined. We cancel our morning appointments this morning, and I'm going to go to a meeting at 1 o'clock, and I got a press conference at 2 o'clock. And then I'm going to go right out to the L stop at 63rd and Ashland at 4 o'clock and campaign.
Now, you have police protection here. Did you have that before, and how long will you continue to have it?
I didn't have it before. We had been warned. I have been wearing a bulletproof vest for 2 months. I have it on now. So we had been warned, but it didn't have any kind of full-time protection. We had hired some private security, but it's very expensive. You know, it's very, very expensive to maintain that 24 hours a day.
What about the Chicago police? How long will they be with you?
We are making a formal request to have them with us until the end of the campaign. So far, they've been with us since the incident.
Can you give any idea as to why one of your supporters last night said that she felt that a lot of this had to do with the tenor of the campaign, the type of divisiveness that had been used by Savage's campaign. Is this the kind of thing that incites people to do something like this?
Well, the kind of wild rhetoric. This campaign was sort of going along with the kind of small threats and little bumps that happened. Last week we had our suburban office broken into, and they stole a very expensive copier that we're going to have to pay for. We were only renting it. So it was going along, and then all of a sudden, it seemed to have exploded this past weekend with some of the remarks that were made. And I can't speak for my supporters. People get very emotional on these things, and I've got people that support me that are very emotional, and I'm sure he has people that support him that are very emotional. By
going to an L stop this afternoon, it sounds as if you have a message here about such threats that you may have received last night, or?
I'm not going to be deterred. I'm going to continue my campaign. I've been at this for a very, very long time, and I'm going to continue my campaign. I'm going to be right back out in the street, campaigning. I've got a full stop, a full schedule, full weekend. Got 9 stops on Sunday, about 8 stops on Saturday. We'll be doing it all the way up until the election. This is not going to make us stop at all. We're just going to continue.
This is your third run against Gus Savage, and the polls and the talk that we hear says that because of the redistricting and the way the lines are drawn now, you really have a good chance at unseating Congressman Savage. Do you believe that he is feeling this and running scared for the first time?
I think that some of the remarks that he's made in the last few days are remarks of desperation. I really believe that. He knows what we know about the numbers. He knows what we know about the district. He knows exactly what his percentage of the vote was last time on the old map. And therefore, there's no question that he has to understand that he's in trouble.
You think that he feels desperate now that he may be unseated?
I think he's very, very concerned that he's going to be unseated.
Do you think that this attack on you last night will be a further blemish for people who might be sitting on the fence, a further blemish against Gus Savage, even though, as you say, you don't believe he had any role in this?
I don't know. I can't speculate on it. I just don't know.
You just said he was in trouble. It seems to us, we're a documentary crew, right? It seems to us part of the story here is this redistricting. How much of a difference?
A major part of the story.
How so?
Because in 1990, 86% of the city, 86% of the vote in the total was from the city, and 14% from the suburbs, and he got 51% of the vote. In 1992, that's going down to 65% city, the rest suburban. Now, you don't have to be an Einstein to figure out that if you run against the same opponent, he's one-on-one this time, he got 75% of the suburban vote and almost got 40% of the city vote, got 40% of the city vote. If those numbers are the same this time with the different proportions now, city versus suburb, you're gonna lose.
Let me be devil's advocate for a minute. Savage says he's pro-black, right? You're black. He says he's pro-black. He accuses your campaign of being supported by the Israeli lobby. He says basically they bought you out.
He can say whatever he likes to say. Gus Savage is doing what he's done. I read an article that sort of ironically that Vernon Jarrett wrote about him in 1981, criticizing him for always hollering racism when he got in trouble. His son had just gotten arrested in Washington, D.C., and he was calling the police chief a racist and the mayor a racist, both were black. So this is just tactics that he always uses.
And my other question would be the redistricting. He says the redistricting has added white votes.
He drew the lines. Savage drew the lines. Read the Citizen newspaper, his newspaper. They boasted that Pincham worked very closely with Ty Fainer at Mayor Brown Plaid, and this was their district, and they were pleased with it. When we first went to the suburban voters and to the mayors out there, they were like reluctant because they said Savage told us that this is his district. So, you know, now all of a sudden, when it's clear that the suburbs are going real strong for me, including the Republicans, now all of a sudden they drew it, and they are trying to get me out.
How's your head feeling?
I feel fine. You know, something like this doesn't happen every day. So I feel strange. I don't feel sick.
Any stitches or anything like that?
No.
So you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
I just wanted to ask you one thing about that again. Now that there are new lines that have been drawn, what do you see as your strengths and his weaknesses?
My strengths have always been is that I'm very, very proud to be an African American, and I wear my blackness in my heart because I care about African Americans. But also part of my strength has been that I've been willing to work with other people and build coalitions. That was Harold Washington's strength. That was Dr. King's strength. That's Doug Wilder's strength. And so with a district now that requires coalition building in order to win, anyone that has relied exclusively on divisiveness is in big trouble. And Gus Savage is definitely that person. He's in trouble.
Do you think that his history will come back to haunt him?
I believe that strongly. That
How?
He will reap what he has sown. Because now he has people that he has to contend with that actually can vote for him or against him in the 2nd Congressional District. And it's not a question of black versus white. 71% of my supporters in the last election were African American. That's a myth that he'd like to put out there, that I just got the whites and he's got the blacks. I wouldn't have come as close if I'd have just had white support, because in the last election, whites only made up 10% of the vote. So it's going to, I think, some of his actions, some of his rhetoric, but the main thing that's coming back to hunt him is his lack of doing anything. In 12 years, Gus Savage has passed 2 laws, both to name buildings. In 12 years in a district like this with crime, drugs, and education, serious concerns, he has never introduced a piece of legislation to deal with crime, drugs, or education. In 12 years. You see, people like a fighter, and he's always projected himself as a fighter. If he had presented 50 pieces of legislation and gotten shot down each time, or it died in committee, he could come back and say, look, I tried, I fought, they wouldn't let me do it. But he hasn't even tried to introduce legislation, hasn't introduced anything in the most important areas in the district. The question is, what has he been doing for 12 years? And our answer is nothing, absolutely nothing, but saying the right thing, getting very emotional at the very end. You remember 1990. You know exactly what he did in 1990. We were expecting it. You know, it appears that some of the news media were surprised, but we were expecting Gus to do this. This is a last-ditch effort to figure out a way to fire up his supporters. He thinks that he needs, and he's right, a very high black turnout, and he needs to get 2/3 of that, 66% of that, in order to win. And he's right, and he's not going to do it. He's never done that before.
Hold on 1 second. You need a more
Andrew Jones. Now, Mr. Riis, here we go. Listen, we're doing this documentary, we're doing this big special, PBS special. It'll air on April 1st.
Okay.
on electoral politics, and we're pegging it to the Illinois
Just
primary.
want to get one cutaway shot.
Okay.
We'll be done. We'll be out of here. You don't want this side, though, do you?
Well, for Bernie, Bernie was over there, so in that direction.
Well, you don't need it. It won't cut.
Yeah, I'll get out of your way. What
No,
do you
that's
want me
okay.
to do?
There's nobody there.
Okay.
You know, the first thing that people think is that this might have been some haywire Savage supporter who was just an extremist.
It could have been somebody that's totally unrelated. You know, drive-by shootings happen in our community, as you know, a lot. Last year, every day, 2 black people were killed in Chicago. Every single day in this city. So, and most of them were shot. And that's not counting the people who were maimed by gunshot shots. That's not counting the people who were grazed or just slightly wounded. That's just the people who were murdered. So, you know, this is not unusual. I think it obviously getting covered because I'm a congressional candidate. I'm driving down the street with my sign on my car. It's clear that whoever shot in had some idea they were shooting at me or shooting at my vehicle, at the very least. So that part of it was intentional.
You had that big sign on the top.
Always. You know, it's free visibility. I mean, not free, but it's cheap visibility. Everywhere you go in the districts, people see you. And we've got 10 of those, in fact, on 10 different vehicles.
Yeah. Okay, well, I appreciate you talking with us because we have that noon show. We're the only one in town with that noon show.
That's why we did it.
Yeah, be able to get it out.
That's why we did it.
We don't go back again until 9 tonight.
I understand.
Anything else going to happen from this? Is there an investigation?
Well, the police are conducting an investigation. In fact, I'm waiting. My car should be here in the next 25 minutes. They were going to spend it. They impounded it overnight, so there was a bullet lodged in the car, and they impounded it so they could get the bullet out.
Okay. You think you'd recognize the guy if you saw him again?
I think I would. If he was wearing the same hat, I definitely would recognize him. Most definitely.
Okay. Well, good luck.
Thanks so much.
Really, let me
Appreciate
get this mic off.
Okay.
Great. Now he's got the mic. Can you show me the bulletproof vest? You got a bulletproof vest?
I don't want to show it to you, but
Okay.
you can feel it.
Okay. Definitely feel it. Okay, here's the deal, man. Okay. Yeah,
But about just a couple questions.
yeah, let's listen.
I've gotta get
Just
out.
wanted to inform you.
No more until 2 o'clock. All right?
We are doing our special airs. It's a national special that airs April 1st.
Right.
So I'm covering your race with Savage and Hayes' race with Rush.
With Bobby.
Okay. I'd appreciate your cooperation, right? Because we'd like to come from time to time to take your picture and talk to you over the next few days. Okay. This is not news material. It's documentary material. I should be there this afternoon when you're at the L stop, and I'd like to talk to you and some of your reporters. Also, I'd like to talk to some of your supporters, some of the other people who are in the car. Knowing that this is not news, okay? It's and I'm doing black politics, okay? So whatever cooperation you can give us, I think it would be worth your while and
Yeah,
appreciate
well, I
it.
understand it, but you know, one of the things that the press.
People, for the black 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 people.
WIFTV-PM.
Uh-oh, what's in it for the black people?
You are listening to the most dangerous show. It's What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stroger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah.
let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts. Man, Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case, he was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it down. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gon' sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago. Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. What you shaking your head for, dude?
Mugs be lying.
No, I'm what? You shaking your head because you reading the headlines. Riis shaking his head because he want me to say, wake up, Chicago. Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. Y'all obviously are not watching these videos. You obviously ain't watching these videos, Riis.
Are more people liking the Riis version or the new version? I like the new version.
See?
It's more calming.
See?
You know, you got to live a
Because
zen life.
You know, it's like they said, just let me not say lay back anymore. Let me say sit back and enjoy it.
Enjoy the ride.
Exactly.
It's not loud. It's like, you know how you got like a trademark. It's kind of like a little, he could just say that, you know, and then just, you know, calm
Okay,
down.
so I can't read music, but I prefer crescendo maze versus the starting up high one. I don't know what that's called. Anybody know? I don't know.
I ain't trying to say
You
start
like
off how,
staccato.
but it's just his,
Like you don't like the staccato.
it's like an intro, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you do like a
It's
intro.
like good morning, Vietnam.
Right, you know what I'm saying? It's
Oh,
like
I like the
intro.
lead up. I like the lead up. See, this
Wake
is
up,
the
Chicago.
problem. This is the problem with men.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all just want to get to it.
Ain't that the point?
What we here for?
Oh, right.
What are we here for?
I
mean,
Ease into the morning show.
Look, here go the candy. Here go. I bought the candy. I bought the flowers. I done paid for them. Like that is.
Right.
Look, what are we here for?
I threw the alley-oop already. Now it's time to slam dunk. You feel me? You still want me to
Wake
do
up,
the
Chicago!
action- You still want me to do action pass.
Wake up! You supposed to say, "Wake up, Chicago." Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson. You don't be like, "Wake up!"
Riis, come on now.
Gotta wake them up, man.
Come on now.
Gets the people going. I see trying to tell you.
Come on
you know,
now.
Get them going in the morning when they say,
Make it
hey,
last forever.
Oh, Jesus. Well, not forever. How about just like how about just for like 5-7 minutes? And, you know, we can sleep for a long, long, long time. Look, this is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Ruthie Moore, who is in here acting crazy this morning. But I'm about to talk about y'all this morning. Tennille, wake up.
What's wrong?
These be these I told you so moments. Remember every time I say, what y'all man did for y'all, she be like, invest Southwest. Invest Southwest.
She did.
Invest Southwest. Ruthie, let me tell you like Cranes put it. The projects you list are not Invest South by Southwest projects. As our story says, Invest Southwest projects are city-owned properties the city has solicited developers to bid on. The fact that other projects are happening nearby does not make them Invest Southwest projects. Close but no cigar.
It's horseshoes.
No, it's not hand grenades. It's basically hand grenades, basically. Anyway, this is the Mace Jackson Show. We're going to talk about a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Cranes need to stop playing. She going to cancel her subscription.
She ain't going to do no interviews with them. That's what it's going to be.
I mean, they coming at her crown jewel, though.
I'm just going to tell you. I feel like this is just the steady drip. Drip, 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 drip. I think that the powers that be, even if they don't pick, they like, it could be anybody but.
Well, you know, the thinking about like Invest Southwest, I automatically think about like black neighborhoods.
So I sure think I would maybe it's because I'm so used to being in Chicago and black people getting played that every time I think of Invest Southwest, I miss the slash. I think Invest Southwest, like in the O'Hare and Madigan neighborhood. That's how my mind thinks. When you say Invest Southwest to me, I truly think Southwest, like Madigan neighborhood, like southwest side of Chicago.
Now, if they take away this talking point, I ain't got nothing for the mayor.
I'm just saying, man.
If they take away this talking point, I ain't got nothing.
Tennille, you there? Is this thing on? Is Tennille up? Okay, we're going to talk about this a little later. But I also think I want to talk about the who, what, where, when, why, and how. And so it's one thing for the mayor to do it to us. The other thing is, who are the participants in the facade? Now, I have. So I'm going to have a good day today because I decided we're going to have a fun show, but we're going to get some of this business out the way today. Yeah. I don't know how we get to a point. I feel like I'm watching another generation of co-conspirators being developed in front of us. And I'm not exactly sure how to deal with it. It's like this. Like I don't like playing. So, you know how I always say I don't want to bring a rope to a lynching? I feel like we need to have, like, Riis, did you ever, in your life as a maniac Latin disciple, did you ever come to the meeting and even though everybody was straight, like everybody was affiliated, sometimes when you realize that somebody is operating out of pocket, outside of the boundaries, are not in the best interest of the collective, like intentionally, not mistakenly, but like like this story right here is kind of crazy. because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even know how to take it. Like, like Riis, how do you deal with when the count is short?
Mm-hmm.
You know the count is short. Everybody know the count is short, and then they play the tape.
And they got tape.
They show you the pictures. And it be like, everybody be kicking it.
Riis, you gonna answer?
Insubordination, you can never allow it. You can never allow insubordination.
But I think, too, in a healthy ecosystem, in a healthy community, when you have healthy relationships with people within your ecosystem, y'all don't do each other like that.
But he's saying if it's already been done, so you know what I'm saying?
I know, that's what I'm saying. So if somebody within your healthy community operate outside of the bounds of what y'all community agreements are, there has to be consequences.
There is no community agreement. So let's say this.
No code. So are they breaking the code if there's no agreement?
So let's say that there's an understanding that we all know who the ops are. Regardless of what the deal is, everybody know who the ops are. Now, if you are in cahoots with the ops and the ops is disenfranchising the whole joint.
This is going to sound really cruel, but the heads of snakes must be cut off. You have to.
Okay, we're going to talk.
Everybody else do that. So much so that you would think twice about crossing certain people. And the problem is I don't really like this saying, but silence is violence. That's just like you not telling the Uncle Mel touching on everybody, and you ain't saying nothing because it's family business.
I don't like this analogy.
It's the perfect analogy. Uncle Mel, a Rhodes Scholar, ain't nobody saying nothing. Uncle Mel got the family some upper mobility a little bit, ain't nobody saying nothing. Nobody want to cross Uncle Mel, so now Uncle Mel touching all the little kids in the family. And we just supposed to turn our back and look the other way? No. Uncle Mel's hand should be cut off. Like, we got to stop feeding people who harm us. And really, I think it has to be so extreme that if they eating, we ain't eating, and they double crossing, that mean we finna come take what you got.
See, I thought you said we were gonna.
Oh, my bad. I got too excited. I got too excited. My bad. My bad. Let me breathe.
Take a deep breath. Calm down. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop doing stuff in my own words. I'm not gonna even read this. Matter of fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read the story, and then I'll just leave it to y'all. And I'm gonna because I just don't feel right, and I don't know how to handle it, and it's like, then I'm gonna be, once again, I ain't gonna get to come to none of the parties because I'm gonna be the jerk, and I can't have no fun because I can't, because it's like I don't want to be, like, honestly though, when I be sitting around, I be like, that'd be why people be looking at me funny at the party. Cause I be looking like, for real?
Like, how y'all got Uncle Mel playing Santa Claus and y'all know he be touching on the little kids? But you crazy for saying so. Maze ruined Christmas, everybody. That's how they'll do you. And all you did was say Uncle Mel can't play Santa Claus because the kids don't need to be sitting on his lap. And they done said Maze done ruined Christmas. He don't care about Jesus. Santa Claus done wrote a letter. That's how they do you, my brother.
And then when it be what I say and the white people write it, I still be wrong. I have literally, okay, let's do this. Because you done got me off my square. I came here to get in trouble today about this. Riis, how you say my man's name? Boston Celtics head coach Ime Udoka?
Yep.
Ime Udoka suspended for 1 year. Immediately. for a consensual relationship in the office. Effective immediately, the team will let you then know what the next steps are. But if he can, his status with the team, they will decide later. But for you know, right now, he is suspended for 1 year. Now he just took them to the finals. First time one of like 5 head coaches to take in their rookie season to take their team to the finals. Prodigy. Next in the string of Nigerian and African coaches and head general managers. 1 year, Ruthie. 1 year. Look, Mom, I ain't trying to hate on nobody, but Deshaun Watson had 56 charges, and he got 6 games, dog. 6 games. And I mean, I'm not laughing. I am not. I don't mean it that. I'm just saying. He got 1 year suspension immediately, and dog, and he ain't even. He said, and to keep everybody in line, I'm gonna say I apologize and I'm out. Now, that in and of itself is an issue. Okay. Add the twist that throughout the finals, all they showed was the romance between him and one of Black America's Hall of Fame sweethearts. I gotta say it. She is a Hall of Fame. Now remember though, when you're in a Hall of Fame, you retire. I'm just saying. I'm saying. All right? Hall of Fame fiance, ex-fiance, because they had apparently broken up already. But it was a great story during the finals. We all fell in love with the fact that he was dating Nia Long, 46-year-old head coach of the Boston Celtics, dating 50-year-old Black American Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame, Riis. Hall of Fame. I'm going to tell you. And this is part of why people are all in their feelings. Because all the fellas remember the first time they saw her when she was Brandy and Boys in the Hood. She came out there and we was like, well, gosh darn it. Hello, who's that? And you really didn't see a lot of brown skin, pretty girls in the movies. That was right in the era when the black movie started and Nia Long was at the forefront. And from that point on, she was like an icon. So I think there's some sentimental value here. But yesterday, I think I got in a little trouble when I said that in the ranks of black men, she's probably not going to get much better. Now, I didn't mean that in a diss to Nia Long. I'm just saying the pool of black men, Riis, he's the head coach of the Boston Celtics at 46 years old. Riis, if he makes over $1 million a year, which we know he does, he's already in the top 0.01% of black men. If you make $150,000, you're already a top 10%, a top 10% black man. You are. Now, I think some people took offense to that, and as I did not anticipate, I mean, I was being a little saucy, but I didn't realize that it touched so many nerves. She could do better. That's the best she could do. Is it?
I mean, because you just really chalked it all down to money. That's
No.
That's what your post is giving. It's giving money vibes. And
Okay,
to say that she can't do no better, like he might be a scum of an individual. So to say she can't do no better is not quite accurate. You only saying she can't do no better money wise. But he could be a jerk.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. And that is probably why maybe people got so testy.
And because she Nia Long.
And that is where your emotions have entered into the game.
She
and
got
that's
money
all
too.
So we go right. So this is it. There's Black American sweetheart icon, Hall of Fame. But remember, to be in the Hall of Fame, you must be retired.
But see, you like sports too.
And I am saying that at 46 to 50, he's the head coach. She's the faded film star.
No, she ain't.
What's the last Nia Long movie you remember?
But see, you can't just say that she can't do no better. He is probably not a good person.
And I'm agree with you there. I'm saying
so money wise, okay, we can talk money.
So
let's just keep it in the economics then.
So let's now see. That's all I'm saying is that's not the story that they put on TV. I'm saying that they made them during the finals like Romeo and Juliet. No, well, not Romeo and Juliet. Well, maybe because they ended at the end, but they made it very much a, it was like, it was all romantic during the finals. You was like, oh, I was just thinking about Trey. Give me the gun, Trey. Keep them gosh darn babies out the street. She's a Hall of Famer. Riis, to be in the Hall of Fame though, you gotta be retired. And that's all I'm saying. So look, we go.
You are being ageist.
I'm 50.
You are being ageist.
I'm 50.
You being ageist.
I'm 51.
And you being moneyist. And you're capitalist.
Oh,
you're being an ageist capitalist.
So I'm gonna say all of this to say that we wouldn't even care about it if they wasn't money and capitalists and watching on. So we wouldn't even be talking about it.
She's gonna be all right though. I'm pretty sure.
I think she's gonna be fine.
Economically too, May. So you can't say she can't do no better.
I'm saying
you act like she from like she ain't from the block.
I'm gonna just tell y'all. Here y'all go. I'm just telling you. She's not going to have the same perceived value as Serena Williams on the other market.
Wait. You're trolling now.
He's
trolling.
He's
trolling.
He on one today. He
is. It's the sweater. It's that sweater.
He on one today.
Okay, so I'm just saying. What's the matter?
Are you saying that at a certain age women lose value?
No, not at all.
What are you trying to say?
I am saying that in the dating space, would you call Nia Long an A-list celebrity?
What is A? We doing Black Hollywood
or
White Hollywood?
She is Black Hollywood A right now?
She probably B. B minus maybe?
Okay. We're going to talk about it. We'll talk about it at a thing. Riis, I got to know what this dude, I feel like that was like an owner's wife issue. That had to be to be suspended for a year. That had to be an owner's wife. That had to be an owner's wife issue.
He's coming back though.
At a different team.
Yeah,
different team. He not coming, bro. You're not suspending him for a whole year. You're going to. What's the matter, Riis? You look like you're nervous. Anyway,
wait till we find out if she was white or not.
Oh Lord.
You know they gonna drag him then if she.
Just wait.
Okay. Oh Lord. Okay, let's move on. Let's say, did you see Alderman Gardner called out the mayor? This is the one who was accused of being misogynist and all of that stuff. So he said that, to quote, he said accused the mayor of scrapping, he said that the mayor was willing to go out of her way. She was willing to hurt the black community to get one white man. So basically, they said she scrapped the promotions list at the city of Chicago. It's like the list has been in since like 2002
for like all departments.
So apparently, and he was now finally after 11 years, after whatever, number 2 on the list. And so when he got to number 2. They scrapped the whole list, which meant that everybody that had been on the list, which threw 16 black men out just to get him, who are up for promotions. Now,
how long ago did that happen?
Just now. It just happened like a couple weeks ago. And it's like, he was like, for somebody who talks about they really care about black, who talk about they want to do black community, she did a whole bunch of harm to the black community trying to get one white man. I'm just telling you. She's not getting one white male vote. All I'm saying is, I still don't know any white. So he just basically sent the official clarion call out to white men in Chicago. They will not be voting for Mayor Lightfoot under any circumstances because white men right now feel like victims anyway. Anyway, they're like, nobody, and he just called it out because he like, what else I got to lose? Y'all done called me misogynist. Y'all done called me, racist. Y'all done called me everything else. Look, you took, and the story, like, and then they gave it to an outside investigator, and the outside investigator was like, it sure does look like she did this. Like, because they stopped the list. When they saw he was coming up, they stopped the list too before him. Then,
but you know what? That is in line with her tactics. Because remember, she kicked that dude off the school board because he wasn't finna vote for the Asian school.
Yeah.
So that's a strategy. I believe it.
Well, she is, once again, like, it's not a good strategy when you're trying to become the next mayor of Chicago.
I don't think she really cared about mayor.
What? Oh, right, because she's gonna be a national.
I think she just really going through the motions. So that she can run and say, okay, I lost versus not running.
What?
Because
you don't think that the mayor's gonna win?
It ain't look. I mean, every day in the media is another hit piece.
That's not a hit. She shot the gun. You can't hit. It can't be a hit. You can't put a hit. Riis, can you put a hit on yourself? Let me back up. Ruthie Moore has already started this morning. We ain't even said what's up to DJ Riis the Ruler. It's 6:45. We ain't even said nothing to the Saints. DJ Riis the Ruler, how you feeling this morning, man?
Blessed by the best. You already know the rest. How you feeling this morning, man?
Hey, man, I'm feeling real good. I'm feeling a certain kind of way, and I'm just feeling, y'all was kind of it was pretty aggressive. Y'all, social media, I done stuck my toe in the water yesterday, and y'all got real aggressive. I just said, like, yo.
Nia Long, I'm sorry.
See? Riis, I'm going to make Riis tell the truth before it's over, y'all. So I'm going to tell y'all. I'm just going to tell you. And y'all better hope I don't tell y'all the truth today.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't want me to tell you the truth. I'm not even tell you the truth. Okay, that's all right. But the truth will set you free. And I have a feel like I really just want to help you. I'm not gonna even help nobody. I'm not even gonna help him today, Riis. Look, Riis, I'm not gonna help him, but I'm just gonna tell you. Why are you making that face, Ruthie?
Thank you, Steve Harvey. Thank you for writing that wonderful book you wrote.
There's a lot of Steve Harvey. Women. There's gonna be a lot of Steve. You know what? I ain't going to even help y'all out today. Look, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my girl, Ruthie Moore, my man, DJ Riis the Ruler. Let's get the soul plane up to 60,000 feet. Then, Riis, let's take a quick break. When we come back, you can give us some news, traffic, and weather, and then we're going to get into the headlines for real. This is the Maze Jackson Show.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break.
Foundation and Urban Field Operations is having the first voter registration program since Harold Washington, and we need volunteers. Call Coach Al if you would like to register people to vote. Call 773-431-4664. 773-431-4664. This is Senator Ricky Hennon. Register and vote.
Urban Field Operations.
Final Explosion Entertainment.
Blaze Thrift Store. Andre Smith. Eyes Associates. Midway Coalition. This is Brother R.C. Williams from Williams Youth Service.
Marsha Fountain Images Design.
This is Daryl Smith. Keith Harris. National Black Wall Street, Chicago. Register and vote.
Hi, this is Dr. Willow Wilson. I need you to register and vote. Many people have lost their lives in order that we can have a right to vote. So please, register and vote.
Call 773-431-4664 or stop by 2946 West Madison. Register and vote.
And now, traffic and weather.
Yo, who said devotion had to be sad? Yo, check this out. The Lord is my shepherd, shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restored my soul. God's gonna turn it around.
Come all the way with me.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 6:52. I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports traffic and weather update. We head over to sports and MLB. The Cubs will beat the Pirates 3-2 as the Sox fall 4-2 to the Cleveland Guardians. Head over to traffic now in Kennedy. O'Hare to the Loop, 30 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare will be 25 on the Edens. Inbound from Deerfield to the Exchange, 35 minutes. Exchange to Deerfield will be 33. On the Eisenhower with Thorndale to the Loop, 34 minutes. 30 minutes back out to Thorndale. While the Stevenson is 38 minutes. I-355 to the Dan Ryan. Outbound will be 31. On the Bishop Ford, the I-80 to the Dan Ryan, 35 minutes, 27 minutes to I-80. While the Dan Ryan is 19 minutes to the Loop, 11 minutes to 95th. On DuSable Drive South, 55th to Jackson, the back will be 7 minutes and 8 minutes north. That's Randolph to Bryn Mawr and Bryn Mawr to Randolph. For today's weather, it is currently 55 and partly cloudy. Today will only be 66 with a low of 54. I'm Reese the Ruler. Happy Friday here on The Maze Jackson Show.
To the grave, from the grave, back to glory. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Come all the way with me. Don't leave me now. Come all the way with me. Oh, please.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man, DJ Riis the Ruler, plus Ruthie Moore in the building, y'all. It is the Maze Jackson Show. Let me get through some of these headlines because I want to get to the social media question of the day as well. Look, I already hit you with the Boston Celtics, the two parts of Boston Celtics. First of all, Riis, what can you do? The head coach, Ime Udoka. There's the two-parted question, right? First part of the question, Riis. What do you do to get suspended for a year in the NBA for a consensual relationship? It's got to be the owner's wife.
I say that part is also two-sided, because what do you do if you black? What you know how your rope is. You know what I'm saying? You can't really do too much if you black and you the head coach.
I hope he wasn't like Mark Jackson.
So so yo, check this out. And that's what making me mad when you look at players like, Mark Jackson, take a team, build a team up, become a championship contender, and then they hand it off to, a non-black person, and now that team is led on to success, and they're the best team in the NBA since this, and then you like, dang, man, this other coach is, that's how I felt about Steve Kerr. Like, I felt like Mark Jackson came there and did what he did, and then they handed off to Steve Kerr, and he was the great white knight, and that's what I'm saying. So it's like that part of it, but it's like, what did he do? Especially if it was a consensual relationship. Like I'm
coaches like, it's the owner.
It's the owner
It's
daughter.
gotta be owner
Daughter.
I hope it's not the son.
Look at you, man. Always.
Reese, I am an equal. Hey, look, this is the United States, man. Look, so now y'all go. So now what? So now I'm inclusive, and now y'all want to be tripping on me.
No.
Well, look, Ruthie,
I don't know, but
man, Joe,
he gone for a year. He's still getting paid. So I wish I can make like $11 million a year, and they tell me to go home.
Go sit down. Okay. Okay.
That is the millennial.
Over there, you want me to sit
Ain't nothing
over
like a severance package. Nothing like a severance.
It ain't nothing like a severance package that run out and you blacklisted.
Nah, he ain't blacklisted.
What, $11 million?
He ain't blacklisted.
Yeah, $11 million mean you got a $10 million lifestyle.
He African, right?
Yep.
Okay, his money go real far over there.
Oh yeah, hey, there you go right there. Yeah,
so he just gotta move.
Yeah, he can go, but nah, he good though. He good. He will definitely coach again. But they probably in this interview.
I need to know how he got caught. That's what I need to know.
It was that's
on, man. You know
cameras.
what happened.
What I need
it's
to know.
Cameras, bro.
Either cameras or he didn't give her what she want one day, and she was like, "Hey, my boy."
It was on, or they used company funds to fund it.
Oh, company phone.
Oh, No.
Yeah.
You can't use company funds.
They was on a trip or something. Or they was doing. They started put two and two together.
Like,
somebody
He's
said
supposed to
something.
be giving out massages to the players.
I'm recruiting.
How the coach get athletic massages?
I see.
Okay, I don't know if it was a masseuse.
We don't know what it was.
She could have been like
I just want to be clear.
person.
This is all speculation. This is all for a Friday show. We are just speculating. Yes. I promise y'all we are going to have some fun today. Look, I am going to troll you a little bit. I want to have a little fun, a little conversation.
I'm
Reese,
confused on why everybody mad that he cheated on Nia Long.
First of all, he didn't cheat on Nia Long.
I don't think people.
He didn't cheat on. They were not together. I think they were no longer together.
That's probably the reason why they broke. I mean, I'm gonna take a stab at it and say that's probably the reason why they broke up.
I don't think people are more so like, dang, he lost his job. He got suspended.
Nah, I ain't never.
You ain't looking at
listen
social
to me,
media.
Listen to me. I didn't even notice.
She
I
is a
swear.
Black Hall of Famer.
I didn't even notice until he. And so I looked, was like, what? I just read it because all I saw on social media was that Nia Long got cheated on. That's all I did. Nia Long got cheated on.
Nia Long got cheated on.
Nia Long. And
I mean, there's some people
I never heard he lost his job.
You can't cheat on some people.
Right
some people you can't cheat on.
You really didn't know?
I swear to God, I did not know he lost his job until right now. But I swear to God, I saw.
Are you
20,
serious?
I swear to God, I saw 20 Nia
That's
Long
all
posts.
I saw was that he lost his job.
I don't know what. Hey, you know how man? I think your algorithm. I'm telling you, my algorithm had Nia.
You're
on
social.
You got week 304 Wednesday. That's why your joint be gossiping, right? Like not gossiping, but you know.
Was your algorithm more Maze Jackson? This the best she gonna do, or was it more? Ooh, he bogus for cheating on Nia.
It was that, but then it was like I got dudes that it was like it just let you know, ladies, that if Nia Long can get cheated on, then so can you. It's no no standard. It let you know that it's somebody out there that will be tired of your stuff. So
my goodness,
that's a statement. That is a quote. So back up. That is a quote, and I think y'all know it's the reality. It's like you look at your ex. And you usually be like, man, I'm glad that's not my headache. And somebody else thinks that they are the greatest person in the world, right? And it's like, it's a harsh thought process, like when you say it out loud. But, I mean, there are many people that you dated in your life that you are glad that you no longer date. And you are probably happy with the person that you found, hopefully, right? And you finally find that person. Now, that's because you were maybe oil and water. You had different standards at the time. I will again tell you, a lot of people are sensitive here because Nia Long
got cheated on.
And they are mad that first of all, she did not get cheated on because they said they were not together prior to this. But you are sensitive because Nia Long is a Hall of Famer.
No.
Yes, she is.
She gonna be all right.
I don't disagree.
So ain't nobody mad about that. I'm trying to tell you.
So
we just
okay. I'm just
the Black women delegation.
Hall of Famer.
No, Maze. The Black women delegation want to know: was she white? That is all that matters.
No, it's not.
All lives matter, Ruthie.
All lives matter.
How do we keep getting back to this? Okay. Because I really want to know, Reese, to me, I think, like, I still want to know what in the world he did, dog. Really. To be suspended for a whole year? And then we'll talk about...
He violated the policy. It says, like, no fraternizing with the same thing they got Tavis Smiley for.
No,
messing with people.
Phil Jackson was dating Jeannie Buss. What's
that's
wrong
different.
with you?
That's an owner. She probably ain't bound by the same.
That's why.
She
That's
ain't
why
bound
I
by
was
the
on
same
his
stuff.
wife. I do feel like I want to dedicate this show to Kevin Samuels. Like, and when we do this segment, I am going to dedicate it to Kevin Samuels.
Ew.
You know? Are you kidding?
Ew. But okay.
Don't be like that. I'm just saying. Of course, Nia Long's inbox is probably blowing up. I wholeheartedly agree.
Yes, with messages of support.
I
some other messages in there too.
Lay your head on my pillow. Right? I'm just
if they wasn't together, then this is like a a null argument
This
if
is
they
a
was together.
non-story.
Because they weren't even together.
But again,
It was your post that set the internet up.
But it was because Nia Long is a Hall of Famer.
No, it's because Nia Long got her own bread.
It's because Nia Long got cheated on.
They wasn't cheating. They weren't together. It's the Maze Jackson show. Oh Lord. Okay. Did you see the Daily Herald cancel Dan Proft's newspapers? Huh?
What does that mean?
So you know Dan Proft. Remember I told you how Dan Proft made up the newspapers that are like the publications that look like newspapers, and then they be news stories.
Oh yes, I got some of those. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking
That's
about.
a lot of people. Cause it's really interesting.
I was wondering how I got on that mailing list. Did they pull the voter rolls or something?
No, it's probably one of your friends or your algorithm. So no, what's funny to me is I see.
Wow. Did you get one?
No, I didn't get one. But what I did see and what I am noticing, and it speaks to the legitimacy of just a physical paper. I see black people quoting stories from it. Excuse me, in the universe. Like so, like I've seen, and I look at it, and you see, they're effective tools. And what was crazy though is JB shut it down. He was like, "Hey, yo." Yesterday, it was a story that said the Daily Herald he's mailing these papers using the Daily Herald's mail, the postage thing. Now, basically what happens, Ruthie, is that these newspapers, companies pay a publisher or pay a different company to distribute. So say I'll give you all the content. I'll pay you to print it on newsprint and then take it and use your postal code and send it out. Now, that could be any number of papers. Actually, the Tribune used to distribute the Sun-Times. Right?
Oh, wow.
So, like, there would be news trucks. The delivery truck would be, that's dropping off the Sun-Times, would be dropping off the Tribune. Why not? They coming from the same people because they same print and press, etc. When the Sun-Times got smaller. The interesting thing, though, is JB, which is this is a normal business practice, found the postal number, researched who owned the permit, then put them on blast for the phony news, and they said, look, we just gonna drop this revenue stream. Dude was like, we've been doing business forever and ever and ever. Nobody knows it's but that is the new king in town.
But you know, the thing that I would like to correlate is it is kind of weird to get, so I could kind of tell it wasn't real just by like the quality of it. I say, nah, this ain't, something's off about this. But how is that any different from JB Pritzker sending out mail that looks like it's from the official election people when it's really paid for by his campaign? To me, that's the same trickery.
It's when you the king.
Am I tripping about that? Like, cause this stuff be coming out looking like it's official until you read and you see it say paid for by, and I'm just like, oh, like I'm shocked.
So it's an advanced version of the Band-Aid. Were you just watching the video earlier of Mel Reynolds and the big Band-Aid? It's like he used that Band-Aid to fake a shooting to become the congressman. And we bit and we bought it.
Wow. So
just like you got that piece of mail, you gonna buy it. We're gonna sign it and we'll send it back. And what I'm telling you is that is the new king in town being like, hey, Daily Herald,
what y'all doing?
Well, you want problems? You don't want this problem. I run the state now for real.
But low key, that really makes me think about how powerful a physical newspaper is that can be mailed out.
Which is why he was like, you're gonna shut it down. Next step is he gonna call the printing press and say you can't print that.
Because my family own the paper patents in our blind trust.
Or we just shut you down. We'll just make sure that nothing around you works. New regime, fam. You playing at a whole new way to shut down the media, the control of the media. Lot to talk about there. He also, JB, called for the resignations of Imo Jones III and Senator Mike Hastings. I'm going to talk about that because I just want to talk about the contrast of now and then, again, with the new king. When it was Madigan, when Madigan was king, JB said, let's wait to find out. let justice play his hand. And he had two examples. One, Madigan for the corruption, and two, for the Me Too. You got a Me Too and corruption, and now he calling for resignations. It is truly a new king in town. So I just want y'all to be thinking about that. Waukegan police officer, cop Dante Salinas was charged with second-degree murder for the shooting of Marcellus Stinnett. I don't know if you all remember that. There was the boy and the girl in their car. It was a guy and girl in the car. The police pulled him over essentially for nothing. The girl got scared, pulled off. The police officer shot, killed the boy in the car. He had no guns, no weapons. They had done nothing wrong. He's been charged with second-degree murder. Get ready for the immigrant message shift as well. And when I say that, get ready for the immigrant message shift. Get ready for the immigrant message shift. They're going to stop blaming the governor of Texas and start telling the story of the immigrant trying to save his family. You should look, if you get a chance, look at the front page of Chicago Sun-Times. Matter of fact, I'll probably put it up when we come back because I think it's important that you take a big look at that. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get it for you. Front page of the Chicago Sun-Times today. Let me see if I can put that. I'm gonna put it on your. Here. Let's do this. This is about as best I'm gonna get it for you right now. But Ruthie, I want you to just take a quick look at the front page of the Chicago Sun-Times. It is the new shift of the immigrant policy, and so it's like by plane, bus, and even by bus and even on foot, an immigrant's journey from Venezuela to Chicago. And they are now no longer depicting the plane rides as negative. They are talking about the fight to get to a place of freedom. It was an interesting read. I really would love to just read these stories out loud to you and just let you just read them. And maybe not even... You know, they have a function on here where it allows the computer to read the stories.
Mm-hmm.
I should do this.
I do that all the time. But sometimes I do it all the time if I don't want to physically read something. You can do it on your iPhone too.
Really?
It's called Speak.
Speak. You don't talk. Like you tell your dog, arf, arf. All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Let's do this. Let me see. Do I have any more headlines? Oh, yeah. Also, I was just thinking about this whole thing. We got to get ready for, I think we got to get ready for the violence that is potentially going to come along with this as people come to make space, right? Like, I think that there is going to be a immigrant fight to make space.
Listen, we ain't got to get ready for it because what they gonna take the ceasefire concept and put money toward it being for immigrants or migrants.
Well, it's going to be a lot of money coming. I said yesterday, Riis, what do we say? 200. Ruthie, I think we need to put about $750 million in the upcoming budget.
You know why I feel like you undercounting?
I said times 3.
I still feel like you undercounting because that's just for regular people. That's not for people who need advanced services in mental health.
I'm trying to keep
in health care.
I'm trying to keep
that don't include the extra IEP that the student might need or the special services. So we are just talking. I feel like your numbers are just for upwardly mobile migrants who gonna be able to go get a job real easy and like we gotta include some more money because they gonna need some more specialized services and those cost a lot more.
That's right. We gonna need that. We are gonna need it.
Riis said he gonna be an immigrant.
I am an immigrant.
He said somebody said get off, pick up all the homeless people, put them on a bus, drive them across the state line, drive them back, and bring them to and say hook us up.
Smart.
Ooh, that is.
Get your new Social Security card.
I think this is a wonderful time.
I wonder if Venezuela let us come over there and we could become citizens. Then just
Why you want to go there?
So I can come back here and get some services.
But you might have to walk.
No, I get I get a bus ride.
Oh Lord.
You know I get a bus ride.
All right, that's our headlines. Look, when we come back, we are going to do the social media question of the day. I'm going to actually just read the article because I don't really want to. I'm going to put it in. I'm going to let the words speak for themselves. Look, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break.
Hey, Chicagoland, all roads lead to Solo Beauty Supply, the largest black-owned beauty supply in Chicago. We carry a large selection of natural hair care products, plus much more. So come see us at one of our two locations, located at 9011 South Ashland or 8158 South Cottage Grove. Our inventory is growing, and with your support, Solo Beauty will continue to be a source of pride in our community.
Sesame Street Live, make your magic. Experience the fun. Join Elmo, Abby, and friends on an amazing journey filled with surprises and spectacular illusions. Discover the magic of everyday life when Sesame Street Live comes to your neighborhood. Coming to Rosemont Theater October 7th through 9th. Tickets on sale now. For show details, visit SesameStreetLive.com.
The first day we met, a Thursday night at the club, I'll never forget. Do you remember the words that I said? One night in my bed, you'll never regret. And you, with your pretty brown eyes, I knew, baby, you would change my life. And you opened up my eyes to see. I'm excited for our future, but I love our history. Let's throw back to the day that we first met.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For the black people, cause economically we are not equal. Waking up to life, can't doze no more. I told y'all, yeah, this is a dangerous show. Don't go to church if you ain't trying to help us. Don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies now, other politicians. We need money and no symbolism. It's Maze and Riis and Ruthie and Ty, explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we united, our movement gon' stop. If they ain't tryna help us, they ain't tryna do nothing. We gotta do something, we gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect your oppressed to solve them.
Wake up, Chicago. Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man, DJ Riis, the ruler, plus Ruthie Mo in the building. Over here, researching assistant.
This whole newspaper thing is fascinating because I did not know it was connected to the Illinois Policy Institute. Like, I had no idea. Makes me read things, but now I'm at a place where I gotta ask Meg, is this real?
So let me say this. Stephanie Trussell is texting me. I don't necessarily think that the stories are fake. I think that the stories are written from a standpoint to specifically highlight the hypocrisy of Democrats in dealing with various subject matters.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they are, let me not say fake, they are political.
Yeah, and I say this, some of it be a little dog whistle racist. I done read the papers. Be a little dog whistle racism in it.
It be the ones, they write them for a different one. So they've now started to do black ones, right? So they customize it for the audience, which is really smart to do. It's like, I really wish we had our own publication. If we had a publication associated with like what's in it for the black people media and put it in newspaper print and put it in the restaurants, black people be reading it.
No, straight up.
I'm telling you. All right, but so Riis, it's time. Why don't you go ahead and hit the button?
It's time for the social media question of the day.
Tennille, is this thing on? Tennille, I just want to make sure it's on. Because, Riis, I know that we asked a couple weeks ago, what is the mayor really done for Black Chicago? Right? And when I asked what had the city done for Black Chicago, what has the mayor done for Black Chicago? First thing y'all said was invest Southwest. Mm-hmm. Invest Southwest. Invest Southwest. And then, Ruthie, I saw our good buddy Raymond Lopez post a tweet. I'm going to have to start watching this Twitter stuff, and I'm going to just share it with y'all, because he said something about Chicago media, and my thing is, I sort of take offense to that, even though they don't really treat us like Chicago media. We tell like Black Chicago media. So, I'm going to share the tweet, because the tweet said, Chicago media needs to do more fact-checking on at Chicago's mayor and her enablers.
Wait, what? Who said that?
Raymond Lopez. Okay. It was in response to Dan Mihalopoulos, who called this a one-punch social media knockout. He was responding to Samir Mayakar, who is the chief of staff to the mayor. Samir is like the deputy mayor, but he's like the man, right? Like in City Hall, he like is the, like the hand of the king. He's the hand of the queen. Mm-hmm. He says, this story is inaccurate. Here's a sampling of ISW projects currently open or nearly done. Very proud of this work. 43 Green and 4400 Grove in Bronzeville, the terminal and Amazon in West Humboldt Park, Amazon Pullman, Ogden Commons and NLEN in North Lawndale, and Healthy Hub on 79th. So I was like, okay. Really, it made me say, what story, though? Because first it was media, then it was story. And then I was like, what story was this? So then I see that Crane Chicago responds, hi, at Chicago's Amir. To repeat, the projects you list are not Invest Southwest projects. As our story says, Invest Southwest projects are city-owned properties the city has solicited developers to bid on. The fact that the projects are happening nearby does not make them Invest Southwest projects.
Hold on. Can you unpack that? Because that's a lot. What do they mean?
So they were basically saying that you can't claim proximity because the projects that are happening are close to the South, Invest Southwest projects. The projects that you are purporting to be Invest Southwest projects are not actually those. So it's like, I'm at the party, like, that's my cousin, right? So there's a project that somebody else does, and they claim that those are Invest Southwest projects when actually they're not. Now, I then say, well, what story is this that they're talking about? So now, Ruthie, I am not going to belabor the point, what I did was I went and found the story. And because, I will be the person who messed up the Kool-Aid, I decided that I am going to allow us to see and hear the story that I saw in Cranes yesterday. Riis turned me up on the computer, and Ruthie, this new technology allows me not to be the culprit. Okay? So what I'm going to do is we're going to just listen to the story as written by Cranes. Okay? And then I will put the pictures from the picture up. And I'm not going to say a word. I will not comment. I would talk in general without I don't want to be accused of, once again, being the Kool-Aid guy. Right?
Ruining Christmas.
Yes. Oh, right. You just got to go in the room for a little while. Just a little while. Okay? Ready? Riis, here we go. This is Cranes in Cranes' own words and pictures. Am I up in the
between Humboldt Park and investment in blighted South and West Side neighborhoods.
Okay. Go. All right, hold on. This is the Mace Jackson Show. I'm trying to... What happened? Did I mute it? It says that it's playing. I don't know why I'm not hearing it. I heard it for a second, then it went away.
Then you did something. Did you turn your volume on? Because I switched it. I turned it up. So you plugged in, too.
Yep, I'm plugged in. Let's see.
Open and close it or something. Try to play something else to make sure that the sound is working.
All right, we'll come back to that in a hot second. Look, y'all, it's the Mace Jackson Show. I want to talk about Invest Southwest and the social. Did we do it? So the question is Invest Southwest?
Your skateboarding skills aren't what they used to be.
All right, I want to play the article. All right, turn it up.
Chicago Mayor's Invest South/West initiative gets slow start. Cranes Chicago business. When developer A.J. Patton surveys the empty storefronts, vacant lots, and crumbling facades lining a 3-mile stretch of Chicago Avenue between Humboldt Park and Austin, where nearly a third of residents live below the poverty line, he sees a nascent showcase for Mayor Lori Lightfoot's signature initiative to spur investment in blighted South and West Side neighborhoods. It starts with a proposed $27.1 million mixed-use complex with 44 apartments at Chicago and Central Park Avenues, one of several projects induced and heavily subsidized by Invest South/West. Then there's the $39 million, 60-unit apartment building with a grocery store Patton seeks to build 5 blocks west of there. Farther west, a prominent Austin developer plans a 20-unit condo project with a vegan restaurant on the ground floor, while other developers expect to begin work by the end of the year on a $40 million project that will put new commercial space in the landmark Laramie Bank building and build mixed-income apartments next door. Though none of those projects have won final city approval or broken ground, that's arguably $130 million of planned investment in a section of the city that hadn't seen it in 40 years, says Patton, CEO of 548 Capital, one of the most active developers in the city's poorest communities over the past couple of years. That is game-changing. Patton's optimism is the prevailing sentiment among neighborhood-focused developers nearly 3 years after Lightfoot launched what she called her Marshall Plan for investments toward South and West Side corridors. Prompted by city-solicited bids, housing and commercial projects totaling almost $500 million in costs, most of which is slated to come from public funding and incentives, are moving through various city approvals, some in areas that have gone decades without meaningful investment. Neighborhood developers say Lightfoot's strategy of directing $750 million in public money and resources into targeted, vacancy-ridden commercial districts differs sharply from the lip service those areas got from previous city administrations, which focused mainly on downtown. Yet so far, the initiative is short on tangible results. None of the city-spurred projects in the Invest South/West corridors has put shovels in the ground, well behind the goal set more than 2 years ago by the city's planning head to have the first few buildings fully financed and under construction within 18 months. The slow pace raises big questions about Invest South/West's effectiveness and ability to generate the broader, long-term ripple effects that Lightfoot hopes for. Some developers and neighborhood residents also worry any projects that actually get built will only add to the list of developments that rely on public funding for life support while failing to reverse depopulation trends that have driven away a long list of national retailers. Whole Foods' April announcement that it would close its Englewood store, even as the city commits millions of dollars to an Invest South/West site on the same block, illustrated the persistence of long-standing problems plaguing the neighborhoods Lightfoot hopes to revitalize. Some real planning took place, and the program has drawn attention to these underinvested neighborhoods, says Rachel Weber, a professor of urban planning and policy at the University of Illinois Chicago. The concern is that we're going to end up with several Whole Foods that require ongoing public funding, and as soon as that support is withdrawn or it's clear that is not forthcoming to other developers, that will be the end. Still, city officials have earmarked hundreds of millions of taxpayer dollars for the effort, hoping to lure private investors and philanthropic groups to help restore economic health to once vibrant blocks. But with construction work yet to begin on a single Invest South/West project, residents may not see Lightfoot's initiative as an improvement on past city efforts, potentially a key factor in how much voter support the mayor can muster as she seeks re-election in February. Most investors and real estate developers say it's too soon to fairly judge the impact of Invest South/West, which is meant to overturn decades of disinvestment. The COVID-19 pandemic has also slowed the process of gathering community feedback on projects, and rising construction costs and inflation have made it even harder to finance them. Evaluating the program is also difficult because Lightfoot hasn't laid out specific economic growth targets for her massive outlay of public funds. She never said how many jobs Invest South/West should create, how much private investment it should induce, how many housing units or new businesses it should spawn, or how long it should take to produce any such gains. During a ceremonial groundbreaking last month for a $43 million pair of affordable housing projects near 79th and Halsted Streets in Auburn Gresham, ceremonial only, since the developers are still in the process of obtaining permits to begin work, Lightfoot boasted that by the end of this year, there will have been $2 billion in combined public and private investment commitments across the 10 Invest South/West neighborhoods since the initiative began. But that figure includes private projects like a $50 million redevelopment of old Humboldt Park warehouses backed by billionaire Morningstar founder Joe Mansueto and a $100 million Northwestern Medicine outpatient facility in Bronzeville that may have moved forward regardless of the city's Invest South/West effort. The city-solicited Invest South/West projects are also almost entirely backed by public subsidies rather than private investment. Nearly 40% of the Auburn Gresham project is due to be funded with tax increment financing dollars, for example, while grants and proceeds from low-income housing tax credits account for much of the rest, according to a planning department report. A planning department spokesman says public assistance, from the city and other taxpayer sources, accounts for at least 3/4 of the funds backing Invest South/West projects, noting that ratio is in line with other publicly subsidized mixed-use projects around the city. Other markers of Invest South/West's impact, such as economic growth in neighborhoods the city is targeting, don't tell a clear story. In Austin, the number of small business loans doled out and the value of residential real estate in the area surrounding the Laramie Bank building hit 5-year highs in 2021, according to data from MasterCard's Center for Inclusive Growth, which uses a mix of proprietary and publicly available data to track the economic health of U.S. Census tracts. Yet Austin overall lost 1,100 jobs between 2019 and 2021, according to Illinois Department of Employment Security data. ID's data shows employment has been steady in Auburn-Gresham. But MasterCard's hyperlocal data shows spending in the neighborhood's environs last year fell to its lowest mark since at least 2017. Neighborhood-focused real estate investors credit Invest South/West with boosting Black-owned developers and construction firms that rarely get larger downtown work. Bigger-name developers including Related Midwest and Farpoint Development have also taken on Invest South/West projects, something planning officials hope will spark more private investment in the neighborhoods. But several developers that declined to speak on the record for fear of political retribution say they have explored Invest South/West projects solely to score political points, not to make money. Chicago Planning Commissioner Maurice Cox, who leads Invest South/West, says the 41 bids submitted for the first 11 city-solicited sites proves developers will take on projects in blighted corridors if the city provides various financial incentives and dedicates more staff from multiple departments to shepherd them forward. He also notes Patton's Chicago Avenue project and a $31 million mixed-income housing project in Englewood proposed by veteran community developer DL3 Realty weren't selected for city-solicited Invest South/West sites, but were hatched during that bidding process and are now seeking city approvals. Most developers would tell you that if it were not for the city's menu of financial incentives, these deals would simply not happen, Cox says. Projects have also benefited from factors entirely separate from Invest South/West. The Neighborhood Opportunity Bonus Program, a Rahm Emanuel creation that pooled fees from downtown development projects and redirected them into the south and west sides, has funded small businesses that are populating storefronts in some Invest South/West corridors. Even the pandemic, a brutal setback for many neighborhoods, armed the city with federal relief money for development grants. Lightfoot recently announced a $13.5 million grant for Cleveland-based retailer Yellow Banana to revive a half-dozen South and West Side Save-A-Lot stores, including one just steps from the Auburn-Gresham project. The city's spotlight alone on neighborhood investment has given local businesses a noticeable boost, says Elizabeth Lockhart, whose family has run a series of small businesses in Austin for the past 45 years and owns 18 properties there today, most of them along Chicago Avenue. Plans to redevelop the Laramie Bank building, where her family had accounts before Citizens National Bank shut down in 1991, are helping Lockhart raise money for a 20-unit senior housing project she wants to develop for Blocks East. It makes it easier to go to the bank. The bank supports you differently when the city is investing in the neighborhood, and funding has always been an issue, especially in our community, Lockhart says. But Invest South/West has also revealed how difficult it is to build consensus in a neighborhood about what development it needs, and the order of priorities. Winning bidders for the Auburn-Gresham site encountered so much resistance from residents who wanted more commercial development and less density that the developers redrew their plans and spread them across 2 properties. The pushback highlighted the glacial pace at which even modest development projects come together when they require multiple public subsidies, an array of financial partners, months of community review and approvals from several governmental bodies before they can begin moving dirt. Brian Goldberg, whose Chicago-based LG Group is making its first foray into the South Side as co-developer of a $20 million residential building in Bronzeville, praises Invest South/West for helping spark new projects that might not otherwise move forward. Yet more than a year after planning officials selected his firm for the project, he says he is still awaiting city approval for the subsidies needed to move forward. I hope if we do get approved, they can figure out how to accelerate the zoning process, he says. The easier they make it, the faster they'll get projects out of the ground, and the more developers will follow.
That, my friends, was written and read by Cranes. Essentially, according to Cranes, Ruthie, and not one, and I'm going to show the list. I'll read the ones because this is groundbreaking season. Has not been done. So the Auburn Gresham 58 unit affordable residential, the Austin mixed use rehab of Laramie Bank, the 25 Bronzeville mixed income residential units, the Inglewood mixed use project with Eco Food Hub business incubator and commercial kitchen, the Humboldt Park 44 mixed income residential units, commercial space, the Humboldt Park rehab of Pioneer Bank, New City 50 affordable apartment buildings, the North Lawndale 60 mixed income apartments, the North Lawndale 2 warehouse buildings, the South Chicago new and redeveloped buildings, and the South Shore 39 residential units, which are all projects that, particularly the black ones that are in the black neighborhoods, we've celebrated or highlighted or brought up on this show. And so there's a couple things. First of all, I think in the pursuit to get the mayor, her opposition is a wide book of opposition research, right? And you know how you said earlier, if I take away Invest Southwest, then you really have nothing for the mayor. This is part of a greater organization or lack of organizations group to start to, remember I told you there would be a steady drip, right? And what essentially is about to happen is, because people want to get the mayor so bad, they're going to expose a lot of people, places, and things. And what essentially is happening right now is with the Invest Southwest, they've got to kind of annihilate that in the minds of, let's say, the black business community, like, and the black people who think that Invest Southwest. Like when you say when she walks and she says, I put over $2 billion worth of investment in the South and West sides, y'all be hanging y'all hat on that, right? Like literally. And not y'all, but like Tennille, like, and it's kind of like, I honestly, so I feel like I've been gaslighting myself. Like I feel like I was starting to think I was crazy with the Invest Southwest stuff, right? Like, and y'all being like, no, the mayor is blah, 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 blah. And I'd be like, man, no, I'm not sure that that's exactly the way it is. And then Cranes puts this article in the paper. Now, the crazy part about it is Invest Southwest has to have co-signers. See, right now the mayor is going through, after Anjanette, after Willie Wilson, after Anthony Beale, after telling us we was full of crap for what was happening in the streets, for snapping on for Jeanette Taylor, for all of the things that she's done, that for telling the black kids go home, she's got to tamp that down in the black community. She's got to make sure that that is not what we're talking about, right? So Mays the hater is over there talking about this while I'm putting $2 billion on the table. And somebody's got to co-sign that she's putting the $2 billion on the table so that you don't get to play the Anjanette Young commercial and get people starting to run it underneath. Low, you don't start to think about the Anjanette Young because you get to say, Invest Southwest, look at him over there. He hating. Right? He over there hating while I'm putting $2 million down. Now I got to go find me somebody to sell that. I got to go find me some validators. You ain't got to say nothing about Mays, but what you do got to do is stand up here and be like, this is real. Take the pictures, because now I got to go on a black tour and I got to prove to black folks that I'm legitimately with you. So now I don't want you to be like, oh, I remember that judge. I believe that man. I don't want you to remember the trucks, the dump trucks being up. I don't want you to remember all of the things that happened in your neighborhood. I don't want you to remember that you still getting the most tickets. You still getting the most, everything that's the worst, you're getting the most of it. I need to point to $2 billion. And will you be on the team to sell the $2 billion program so that you can answer what's in it for the black people? So you sign on to saying, yes, we have an answer to what's in it for the black people, only for Cranes to come behind and say, you a lie. Now, I am very much disheartened because I feel like this article is putting in my face what I am trying to ignore. It is forcing me to reconcile what my eyes and people's mouths tell me as to what is real. It's what your mouth say and what I know. Cranes laid it out. Now here's the problem. The problem is in laying it out, it then makes me question the participants. Are you a willful participant in deception? Or are you being tricked too? Now I'm going to pray that you're being tricked, but I got to look at the record and be like, do we have I feel like looking at this article and we are training the next generation of people who are preparing to deceive us. So this story is bothersome for so many reasons. And it makes me want to really not be. These are the stories that make me want to not like when I say, God, take this away from me. Like, just take this, not me. Don't take me away. But take this burden of blackness away from me. Remember when dude was putting us up on game? And he came right in and he was like, let me put y'all up on game. And told us how we was the suckers, kind of, sort of.
Because we ain't invest right. Yeah, I remember that. He was doing us a favor.
And I look at what gets invested in and who can get the investment or who gets the press conference. So who's accountable? And
this is about data manipulation.
I think it's about people. See, I think it's not about data manipulation. It's about people manipulation. Now, you can use the data to back it up, but somebody's got to present it.
But that's everything. I think this is just a lesson in data manipulation. And because it's like, it's an asterisk by a lot of this stuff. Because if you look at, literally, if you read Samir's tweets, because he was going hard, like a little bit too hard, make me think y'all guilty. But If you read his tweets, it's about, because I can read his tweets and say, okay, Cranes is a little bit off. Like the Cranes article need an asterisk too. Because it's about how you present and look at the data. You can take the same data set and Cranes can say, no, you didn't. And the mayor can take that same data set and say, yes, we did. So it's about data manipulation.
I'll give you that. But that's not, I'll let y'all, I'm not even looking at the tweets because I could care less about Samir at this point. I could care less about Cranes at this point. At this point, it's a conversation with ourselves. Like, I don't really care what the white people doing now. Like, I don't. I care about what are we doing to ourselves. And how many, like, I told you about what happened to me about a little less than a month ago with feeling, so I got to get away from feeling. The fact of the matter is, I feel like the Cranes article put our own people on blast if we read Cranes. And I believe that there is a concerted effort to win black people at all costs. And I believe that people are being enlisted. I believe that we are now in a place where the next generation of our purported leadership is being taught to deceive the people that they purport to represent. My social circle continues to shrink because I'm just not cool with it. And I think when you look at this Cranes article and you listen and you read and you say and you look at the photograph, that you don't see no white developers up there. You don't. You don't see none of it. And you heard in the paper the white boys saying, we really ain't doing this for no, because we doing this because we want political points. We ain't. Mm-hmm. Do y'all recall us talking about whether it's Whole Foods, whether it's the Target, whether it's all of these places that are built as press conferences, as photo ops, that then 5 years later, 7 years later, we are complaining because they're pulling out because we felt like they never was there to be there for us in the first place. They was always a stunt. And, you know, it pains me to see us literally participate in our own demise. And this, to me, is the epitome of us taking the selfie without asking the question, right? So I cheer for other people's success when it's not success. This Cranes article bothers me. It bothers me because I feel like it's forcing me to question the next generation that I am a part of. Like, have you ever been to a this is the best example I can think of right now, and please forgive me. So my cousin is, he's happy to be my cousin, right? That's his lane. He'd be like, all right, I'm gonna do what cousins do. I'm gonna mind my business. Da 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 da. Excuse me. And then he goes to a party where he think, everybody be there with their cousins, and they break out the uncles. And you be like, hold on. Whoa. Wait a minute. This is not cool with me. And the peer pressure have you feeling like, man, am I supposed to be cool with the uncles? Should I graduate from the... I truly believe that there is a whole generation that there is a whole nother set of us that is being bred to be like, they know what's better for us. And it's like they're willing to take the picture and we get left with the negative. Well, y'all don't have negatives no more because y'all got iPhone. But no, like, do y'all understand, like, the mayor's signature program, which has been told to me is $2 billion. Forget all the other stuff. There's not been one project. And we all up in the videos.
Maze, just like with cannabis, if you are in line to receive some of those provisions, you ain't gonna say nothing. How you gonna be standing in the line? How you gonna be standing in the bread line protesting? They might skip right on past you or kick you out the line.
Yeah, but they skipping over all us.
No. This is a special line because I ain't them niggas over there. So if you in the bread line, you're gonna have to stay in it, or you have to make the conscious choice to get out. And then what you gonna go with them niggas over there?
But then it be us niggas over here that clap because you in the special line. Because we want you to get to the special line.
We want you to win.
We want you to be in the special line, but we want you to do what you're supposed to do when you get in the special line.
Yeah, but
when
you get in you can't say nothing. There are people that have benefited from the data manipulation of Invest Southwest. I'll put it that way, since you said Cranes and exposed it. Those adjacent projects have still benefited. I do know black people that have benefited from Invest Southwest. Now, is it some manipulation going on? Yes. Can those people say anything? No. They can't blow up the PR theater, because then they probably won't get their little piece. Same with cannabis. They got to be quiet before you really don't get nothing. The only time they really make noise is when they
when they got to get in the line with the niggas over here.
Or when they're told, get over there. Then they're like, rattle the cage. But hold on, I thought you was just in the line, in the bread line. No. So it puts black people in a very precarious position. Like, granted, in a perfect world, we would say, no, Mayor Lightfoot, we don't need no publicly funded projects. We can fund these projects ourselves. Our communities are healthy. We got a business class that's going to be able to help. These same black people can go to banks, but we know that's not the case. So I think anytime anything is publicly funded by the government, then you got to shut up and take it.
But y'all want me to come in here at 4 o'clock every day. That Ruthie, like, I'm down for the podcast. Shoot, I only come 2 days anyway.
My stress level.
I don't understand.
It's survival. There's a real thing about social mobility. That's why respectability politics lives, because people need social mobility. And as black people, how do we get social mobility? Oftentimes we have to be adjacent to whiteness. That's the way the system is set up. So it's about social mobility. How do I move up? And anytime you moving up with the way that we operate in society, you got to step on somebody. And normally it's the black people that you step on. You step on the other black people so you could be the top black. And it's psychologically, that's how it's been. How do we break those chains? People, you literally put yourself at risk of starving if you say something. If you dare say something. And the hardest part is it be black people that keep the system going because they don't want to be them ends over there. But it's about social mobility. How do I gain social mobility and what does that look like? And you always say, Maze, once you get a taste of a certain lifestyle, who want to eat hamburger helper? Who chooses to go to the store and say, I want to feed my family this?
But I guess my thing is, like, cuz we could, if you do it right, everybody could eat though. Like my thing is, we supposed to advocate for you to get the job, to get the project. You gotta want to get the project, fam, so you can hire the brothers. Right? Like, to me, I know this sounds really stupid to people, right? But I feel like when I look at that picture, I clap for every single person in that picture when I saw it the first time. Knowing or praying that in the event that those pictures came to fruition, whether it's Tyrone Muhammad, whether it's Akka, whether it's Tamiko, whether it's all of those people, King Israel, they all would be at a place like Obsidian, where they would meet up and be like, okay, cuz I got this many jobs. Bob Israel would say, I got this many guys. Tyrone would say, I got this many guys. Whoever else, Tamiko would say, I got this many ladies, this many, Mark and Paul, and everybody be like this. All right, y'all got this many projects. Go chop it up. All right, let's get off the protest line. Let's get to work. Right? Then I would hope that somebody would call and say, Maze, you be our lobbyist. Then you go to the events and make sure that we represent it, and you take care of the elected officials, and there's an ecosystem, and we gonna hire
a healthy
black
ecosystem.
But I feel like
we don't have a healthy ecosystem.
Our young leaders are being taught to not mess with other black people.
Not being taught, they're seeking what they deem to be social mobility, and that's survival. Nobody wants to eat hamburger helper. Now you can say, you know what? I'm eating this hamburger helper for my people. And many of us do that. People do that all the time.
Man.
But at what cost? Your health? Your sodium intake high? Now you're stressed out? But since I have been privy to be a part of the Maze Jackson ecosystem, I look at business differently. We don't argue plenty of days about business stuff that goes back to business, but your ideas and the way that you look at business is from it's rooted in your experiences, tried and true experiences that you've had. And so part of the challenge, though, I think, is nobody wants, I feel like people don't want to give you your props. I just sum it up like that. People don't want to give you your props. Like, and you always say, if I done drove the car through the storm, why don't you just let me do it? I'm telling you, I know how to do it. And people just don't want to give you your props. But I have started to try to implement your business practices within my own personal ecosystem to tell people, no, you got to kick back. Like, you got to put back in. Like, recognize the source and feed into the source. If the main fire ain't lit, how we all gonna light our candles, y'all? How are we gonna all light our candles? If we feed the big campfire, we can all go there to light our candles. But people don't wanna, them niggas, not Maze. Why he get to have a big log? Because it's the main fire for you to light your candle. Now go get your people and tell them to bring their candles to come get lit. But we don't think like that because people just be anti-Maze. I have learned to separate the man from the movement. And you are a movement, and people, you a capitalist. You a capitalist, but you have to be, because that's the everybody else is. So you a capitalist, and it's some of the concepts that you live by. Like, he don't just be talking. This man lived these concepts, y'all. And it's so painful to see people eating off of his campfire, but then not bringing the log back into the fire. It sucks, because now your fire, how you got one log left and them niggas over there roasting marshmallows. Like, it's sickening. It's sickening. So I understand why you at the place where it's like, I'm ready to really name names and call this out and blow up this whole spot, because the next generation, we can't keep letting this happen.
And let me say this. Lori, and I'm going to talk to you, because sometimes a comment will catch me. I am proud of the young brothers and sisters that have been able to go to the Soho House, right? Because if I wasn't able to go to the Soho House, then I wouldn't be trying to build Obsidian. And I think that's my point. Like, my point is, you can go over there, go see it, but bring it home.
Bring it home.
Right? Like, I ain't trying to stop nobody from going, but bring it home.
That part.
Right? Like I don't mind you. You can go eat wherever you go eat. But put something back. Like, and the something back, man, like, I think we pat ourselves on the back because we straight. And I really want all of my Jay-Z listeners to really think about, like, when he be talking about, you think you the man, but if everybody in your circle ain't eating, right?
Mm-hmm.
But see, you think your circle is, like, Ruthie, I am really starting to think about the continuation of the legacy of disenfranchisers. Like, I don't know that we can do it the old way. And I don't know that if we are being led by the people that made it to the top of this heap of dysfunction successfully. Like, if you were successful in making it to the hot top of this dysfunction somewhere in the mix, you probably did not take the vow to black people. Right? Like, at some point
you didn't. You can't.
At some point you gotta say, man, them niggas over there, it's me. It's us. And I don't know. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Let's take a quick break. I really want to talk about the Nia Long thing, but I want to talk to y'all. Give me a call, 872-259-7474. Thank you to everybody. I know I missed you from WBGX, but thank y'all for listening. Join the conversation. Invest Southwest, they're saying, I know you say adjacent project, and I know that I agree that Invest Southwest may have spurred some development. I also think you're talking about the Neighborhood Opportunity Fund, but that's a whole nother thing that they done mixed in as part of the package to be like, okay,
Invest Southwest.
Right. Like, they done took Neighborhood Opportunity Fund and put it under, right? But that's different than, but I'm not going to get into that. I think who's accountable? Like, if you take the picture, are you accountable? And accountable to who? And for what? Like, I feel like who pass? It's like I know there's no such thing as a black pass, but like, when do we know when to cheer and when to boo? How do I know when to cheer and when to boo? I feel like I clap for you because I hope that you're gonna be different. Right? I clap for you knowing that we have slid all the way off the business cliff. So anything in business that's winning for black, I'm a clap with the hopes that it's successful.
I think we all do that.
When is the evaluation period? Because you see, Cranes done decided they done made their evaluation.
They did.
Right? When do we say, okay, no more claps?
Never. Don't you know?
No. But I mean, like, when do we say, okay,
gets to the point where it's like,
Famo, who? Okay, you won. Who else won? Remember when it was the black and maybe it's there. But I know I can't stop. I gotta stop clapping in advance.
Ooh.
I gotta stop clapping in advance. I gotta stop telling y'all, look, y'all, I'm so proud of my brothers and sisters, and then I get burned.
I think accountability, it really, the name of the game is accountability. And I think that we, you know how they always get us, like Biden got us. Just vote me in. Just watch me. Watch me work. And I think we got to stop doing that because we already know, like, it's hard for black people to collect the check afterwards. Because people feel like, I ain't got to pay them. What they going to do? Ain't nothing they can do about it if I don't pay them. So I agree. And I think truly the way to hold people accountable is to not get that pre-clap. Like, we can be happy for you and we can support you, but you got to be accountable to us. But we don't really do that because we just be so happy to see a black person making it. And that's how they get us. That's how they get us.
And then they be taught to which Negroes to ignore.
That's how they get us, though, because we be so happy to see black people winning. For the most part, some people be hating on people. But for the most part, we like to see black people winning. And they get us. Every time. That's how they get us. But I do think that the next generation, it has to be different. We can't keep operating the same way. We gotta call people out, and we have to hold them accountable. And my thing is, I believe in the wink and the nod. Like, you might have to, affiliate on a certain level, but you ain't finna deny distance. Okay with the smile and the nod, but you gonna get one or the other. Now, I'm not saying you the whole side chick, analogy that you that you use, but there are some people who you gotta give the smile and the nod so that we know you ain't in the matrix.
Nah, but the problem is they know the smile and the nod. They get us with the smile and the nod. It be the brother smile and nod that really where you get it. It's got like the smile, fam. The smile and the nod work for the people who don't take the picture. The smile. If you took the picture, if you take the picture, fam, you got the. If you take the picture, fam, you got to be at the end of the year accountability meeting.
That's what I'm saying. I don't care about them taking the picture, but you gonna have to come. You gotta come on back home and be like, all right. As if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, then you could take as many pictures as you want.
Right.
Yeah.
Like somebody got to go in the joint. Somebody has to be the people. Mm-hmm. But fam, you got to come back. Like, you don't get to go over there. Hey, we about to take right. We got to go. You got to be. When you go there, you got to come. You don't get to come back and be like, man, they played me. Fam, you took the picture and they played you. Oh no, fam. No. If like again, I'm not in construction. So I don't know. That ain't my space. But if you are the lobbyist and you took the picture, right? I feel like what's the back end? Right? I'm gonna put 300 homes up. Right? I'm gonna say this is what I did. This is how I tried to use it. But see, nobody wants that accountability. Because when the check come, you don't really want to split it.
That part right there.
I gotta get what I get that.
Now see, then we gotta talk about like wealth redistribution and what does that actually look like? Because we be down so bad, $100 to me ain't $100 to the next person.
Right, but my thing is, you can't be talking about you got a $15 million, a $20 million project around hungry Negroes. Like my thing
yes, you can. They do it all the time.
But they got to do it from behind the fence. So you look, but my thing is, well then you can't. Then don't be from behind the fence.
You know that don't make you. I see what you saying.
See, my thing
is they get to come from behind the fence.
You be like, man, we hungry. We hungry too. Man, we out here hungry in the mug, and then go back behind the fence, be eating, and then be you. Hey man, you walking amongst the wolves, talking about some you straight.
No, we get hamburger helper. So at least you ain't hungry. They gonna keep their steak, and they gonna hand you that ground beef, and you gonna be happy.
No more clapping.
You gonna be happy. If you used to eating Spam, now you getting ground beef.
Oh, now I ain't gonna get it.
You eating hound dog.
I ain't getting no more invites. You know, Ruthie, my joint used to be cracking.
I used to be a social person.
My joint be like, wah, wah, wah. What you doing this weekend? Well, that's okay. One day though, I'm gonna go somewhere where they appreciate a vociferous advocate for black. Because I'm gonna stop being a vociferous advocate. I'm gonna go ahead and y'all gonna see me in all the pictures. I'm gonna be. But I think you
once you go national, then they gonna be. I do Maze.
No, they can't.
I know Maze. Once you go national on them, Illinois ain't gonna know what to do.
No, you know the whole thing is the premise be like, you know that Maze, he just caused you trouble, and it's like there is an inherent value. No more clapping in advance. All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. Look, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back. I'm going to tell y'all why Nia Long should be celebrated as a Hall of Fame black actress. Why you looking at me with your side eye?
I don't even know why you want to end the last Friday, the last 45 minutes on that, on your Kevin Samuels.
I'm not going to be Kevin Samuels.
Don't be Steve Harvey either.
I'm not Steve Harvey. I just want to be, I just want y'all to understand. Right? Like, I just got it from y'all too. Cause y'all be talking about black men ain't nothing.
Who says that? Nobody says that.
Yesterday.
Black men don't cheat. What you talking about?
First of all, this has okay, stop. This conversation has nothing to do with cheating.
Of course it doesn't.
Because
Nia Long got cheated on.
Of course it doesn't. Because that would defeat your argument. That would defeat your whole argument.
No, this has absolutely nothing to do with
why is this conversation even about Nia Long? It should be about him.
Because she got cheated on. It don't rhyme with
it. Don't rhyme. It rhymes better if you say Nia Long. So I think, to me, I don't know that. Well, anyway, we'll talk about it when we go. Why you keep looking at me with your side eye? I'm trying to help. I want to help everybody.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I want to help the ladies.
Oh, my goodness.
And the fellas.
Help them.
Okay, I'll help the fellas.
Help them.
I'm going to help.
They the ones that need help.
I'm going to help the brothers understand. Let me help you understand that Nia Long probably expected that because she was Nia Long, that could just Nia Long.
You do not even
she is
know
like,
that.
yeah, do you know I'm Nia Long?
He could
I am
literally...
Hall of Fame Nia Long.
Oh, my goodness.
She was like, I am Nia Long, a Hall of Fame
Nia
Long.
Goodness.
And he was like, exactly, veteran of the league.
Look, y'all.
I coach basketball. I know the Hall of Fame. What the Hall of Fame is, girl?
I'm a rookie. I'm trying to give me a Hall of Fame.
But
career.
clearly he can't read. He ain't looking at his contract at the clauses that say no fraternization.
Well, he'll be all right. Didn't you just say 11 million?
He ain't gonna be all right.
I know.
Because it's really he's probably more embarrassed than anything.
I mean,
him and Nia weren't even together.
Right. That's my point.
So he ain't cheat. They weren't together.
That's what I was trying to tell y'all in the first place.
Tell
That's why I'm trying to help y'all understand. Did we open up the phone lines? Open up the phone lines. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Let's take a quick break, and then we come back. Hopefully the phone lines open. Y'all could open up the phone lines for Tell Me Something Good, too. Because we dang, what happened to the show? It's 8:14.
It wasn't Nia Long today. It was short.
All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break. Maze Jackson.
Uh-oh, what's in it for the black people?
I want to know, is there an offensive black people list? Who manages it, and do black people have to honor it?
Maze. You're Uncle Tom. That's why you're an offensive. And the reason why you're Uncle Tom is the real story of Uncle Tom. How he worked for his freedom, and then the slave master reneged on him and wouldn't let him get his freedom. So you know what he did? He left. You're messing with the church's money. You were smart enough to work your way off, so you offended the white folks, and then you offended the black folks because your ass left, and because they wouldn't. And who manages the left is both black folks and white folks, because if you see in that situation, the black folks is just as mad as the white slave owner that Uncle Tom left.
What happens if you say that and someone gets offended?
You ran off the plantation, brother. That's why you're offensive. That's all I got, brother. Keep being offensive.
Thank you.
Maze Jackson.
Oh, you proved me wrong. This ain't a regular love thing. It's that waking out your sleep with me massaging your feet. Yeah. It's that anything you want. I'm only here to please you. Until I met you, and I don't know if it's real or is it just a phase I go through, but I feel that it's true. We don't need no labels, babe. What we got is something different. We don't need no labels, babe. Lady, we don't need no labels to show that what we have is something special. For sure, for sure. I don't feel it's a one night stand. No. It's that look you in your eyes, make love in paradise. I want a life stand. It's that sweep you off your feet, give you everything you need. That's what I'm feeling. It's that don't pick up the phone, cause we wanna be alone. And I never thought I'd feel this way, then you came along and proved me wrong. Oh no, I never had an interest in love until I met you. And I don't know if it's real, or is it just a phase I go through, but I feel that it's true. We don't need no labels, babe. What we got is something different. We don't need no labels, babe. Lady, we don't need no labels to show that what we have is something special. For sure. came in my life, I see so clear now, yeah. You're so special, no need for labels.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Ty Stroger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gon' sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago. Yes, right. Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson.
No, come on now.
Hey,
got to pick it up now. What you
doing?
doing?
This how it be dry.
What you doing?
This the dry.
Wake up, Chicago.
What you doing?
Yeah, you encouraged it earlier.
I would. We.
Wake up, Chicago.
Man,
I've been telling y'all to wake up. I'm a little disappointed today.
About what?
I was really ready to just go in and just help the ladies out today and get y'all up to snuff, and I only got 8 minutes to do it. But beyond that, I'm just we have disappointed so many of our people that we now have rationalized being part of disenfranchising our own people.
We call it upward mobility.
Ruthie, I think upward mobility is possible without playing your people. Don't play me like I'm crazy. Just don't. Like, that's all I be like. You could be like, when the mayor say, I don't want Maze around, be like, well, did you get your, did you got an answer for what's in it for the black people? Not, oh no, the Maze, tell Maze to go. We got to hide Maze because he want to ask about what's in it for us. Tell him to go stand over there while we take the picture and still can't say what's in it for us. But be like, Maze, I love you. I appreciate you, what you do. Man, come on. So, let me move on. I decided that I was going to help the ladies out today.
Oh, thank you so much.
Do we get any calls on the line? Anybody on the line? Caller, take the calls.
I hope it ain't about Nia Long.
Nia getting ready to come up short when she hit the market again. I'm just telling you. The next time, hold on, just real quick.
Hey, family.
Hey, family. Hey. This the Maze Jackson Show. Who this?
This is Erica.
What's up, Sister Erica? How you feeling?
Erica.
New era
I'm
Chicago.
Good. Happy Friday, y'all.
Happy Friday. Hey, it's the new era world tour is in Chicago this week, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was my tell me something good.
Ooh, I need me a
activist. I'm powerful.
Wait, where y'all gonna be at? And are there any young activists,
Ruthie
warrior men
that Nia Long might can come and look at? Nia Long might can come.
Hey, I ain't been to a new era event in some years, but that was like the most black men I had seen in a long time.
Oh, well, come on out this Saturday, but we headed down to
Sister?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
You headed to where?
We headed to Detroit today. We're gonna we actually headed down in a couple hours. We're gonna go down to Detroit's event and rock with them. They having a conflict resolution event. So Detroit.
Isn't that where the guy that performed "I Love Being Black" is from?
Brick, yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. So wait, you going down? Go ahead.
Yeah, we're going to Detroit. In a couple hours, they having the conflict resolution event. So I'll be going last from that so everybody can see it. But we would definitely love, all of everybody in Chicago to link up with us on Saturday. We'll be at Ogden Park from 1 to 4 p.m. Y'all come on through. We'll have some food, small giveaways and things like that. So, yeah, y'all come on down. See, a lot of the chapters will be here. Detroit, of course. And, yeah, we'll just be out there, loving on the people like we always do.
There it is, Sister Erica. We're going to send you a little something so y'all can put it on the food for the people, too. So be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, let me, and if y'all, y'all care to donate, it's New Era Chicago Cash App, New Era Chicago 1 Gmail, at New Era Chicago 1 at gmail.com for Zelle. So, y'all feel free to, support in any way, but we'll still love to see y'all come on out.
All right, that's my sister, Sister Erica. New Era will be in Chicago, worldwide in Chicago tomorrow. Anybody else on that line? Carly on the Maze Jackson Show. Is this y'all want me to, who is that? King Israel? Carly on the Maze Jackson Show. Who's that?
You already know.
The opinions of the caller are not the opinions of Maze Jackson, the Maze Jackson Show. The thoughts and opinions of the callers are theirs and theirs on. What's up, King Israel?
I'm be nice to say I don't want Trigger Finger Riis to cut me off. Tell you something good. I'm glad they took that picture. I'm happy.
I'm hurt.
May Yahweh bless us. I'm happy. I'm happy that it's being New Era info because I'm finna take my show on the road. I need Cleveland. I need Detroit. Midwest Coalition start divided because there's too many Sambos in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Tom was the good guy, if anybody know. I'm talking about Sambos for real. But anyway, let me be nice for Riis cutting me off. I'm fighting for our grandchildren. I know you got a grandbaby now, sir. So they are creating new front companies, new Uncle Toms, you see it, brother. I'm so happy you saw that picture because you know who in that damn picture. Even some of your people from 27 are part of that project. You've been seeing emails, my brother. I'm crazy as a fox and you is too. I'm not playing for these people no more. I got 2 grandbabies that's into high school. You think I want them to be doing this 20 years from now? Oh, Granddaddy King Israel, let's just go down. Hell, no, let me not call it. It's my opinion, it's my opinion. But man, come on, Maze. I ain't gonna name no names. What's to say? Let's start calling them out. I saw preacher sons in there. I saw political people's little nephews. Come on, Maze. It ain't no joke no more, man. See, you went against the Irish mob. You used to be over there some chumps and green team. That's why they mad at you.
So
you can sit down and pee. You stand up when you urinate. They sit down.
This is my thing, right? I done and thank you, King Israel, for your call. I done already fought everybody else, right?
Except your own people.
I can't. I don't want to be a swordsman against my own people. That is like I have gone to the battlefield as Maze. People watched, they shot, we came back. I don't want to enter the field of battle with my own people. I just don't. I don't. I'm tired of fighting. Right? And it's like you really don't want to go to Ireland and to Italy and all these places to only have to come fight on the south side.
Oh.
I don't want to have to fight on my way inside, right? And again, it'll be me. That's bogus. But it's okay. Anybody else on the line? There's more callers? All right. Now let me help the ladies out real quick. Hey, Ruthie. I saw my man, the coach, Ime Udoka, right? He lost his job yesterday, or he got a 1-year suspension for a consensual relationship at work. My first thing is, what in the world could he have done besides the owner's wife to get a 1-year suspension at the job? Had to involve some financial crimes, some illicit affairs, and a camera somewhere. Right? Somebody had to catch it on camera for it to be this severe. Where you got to be like, because Riis, you would have been like, it wasn't me. So that's the first part. Now, ladies, let me help you out with the Nia Long piece of this. First of all, they weren't together, so there was not a cheating relationship. But I do think, and the reason that this took off, Riis, the way that it did, that Nia Long got cheated on, is because during the NBA Finals, there was a big story about the two of them. They even did a special. You know, like when they do those in-game features. And so the romanticism of it all had us all caught up in it. And I think that Nia Long enjoys a space as a black iconic Hall of Famer. 50 years old, but a Hall of Famer nonetheless. Thus, Riis, because of her status, that's kind of why she was even in proximity of the coach. Okay, I'm just saying. If Nia Long wasn't on the list of I could sit close because I'm a celebrity, if Nia Long was sitting in section 200 in club level, as not Brandy, as not Lisa, as not as the woman that we all grew up and knew iconically, Riis. At 50, he's not picking her out of the crowd and being like, he is not looking up at the second row and being like, hey, go get her. Yes or no, Riis? Tell the truth. If she's not Nia Long. Now, okay, I know you don't want to answer that, so I'm going to let you do it. Now, coach, this is not to speak to his character. And I'm going to just say the only reason that we bought into the fairy tale is because they sold us a fairy tale on TV. If not, y'all start with him being, I can start, y'all start with him being Ike Turner. But they did the whole TV special, which where it was like, Nia and da-da-da, and look, and she's the iconic star, da-da-da. So we bought the fairy tale. We thought that was Russell and Sierra, part 2, right? No, I'm saying, Jay Beyonce, you know, they was making the power couple right? Riis, when she re-enters the dating pool, she will find a man that will love her. She can. She can find a man that will find her as the most beautiful thing in the world. But Riis, you gotta admit, dude's point is in the top 0.01% of catches for black people. Come on, man.
Based on what?
Economically.
Okay,
so I'm just saying.
Say that.
The house, I mean, you can't show me all. Okay, so the fairy tale. And the fairy tale ain't Nia Long. The story that they sold wasn't just that Nia Long was this, and she said she didn't want to get married, whatever. So I'm cool with that. But she's either going to date older.
You said she how old?
50.
And she gonna do what?
She's either gonna date older.
60?
If a young Riis. So all I'm saying is, here's my thing. Nia Long, no trip at all, respect. She can find a person who cherishes her more. That will respect and love her and give her everything that she deserves. It's gonna be tough to find one with the same economics.
No, it's not. She in those circles.
She gonna marry.
She's
gonna marry a Arabian billionaire like Janet Jackson
and
Eve.
And guess what? They having great white lives.
Okay, but I'm just telling you. I said. Now, I would just argue. Well, no, I won't say that. But I was gonna say.
He could be a horrible person. His money does not make
it.
His money does not make her miss out on something because she has her own. If she ain't had no money, then I'll be like, okay, Maze, yeah, you're right. She in a lower, yeah, but she got her own bread.
This isn't even about Nia Long. This is about the number of black men that could provide that same lifestyle.
So you have to put it into that context.
Okay.
But when you say Nia Long, then it's like, no, that ain't accurate because she got her own money.
So
now if you say okay,
but do you think Nia Long? Okay, so I don't think Nia Long has like long money.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think I don't think she got NBA like. You think? What you think she like net worth?
Probably 10 to 20 million.
Okay. All right. Do make that a year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's different. It's just a little different. So I'm just saying, she's going to have a very tough time.
She worth $9 million right now.
9? Okay.
Okay, Riis. I'm just saying. So all I'm saying is
that baby she got him, that's worth another 5 right
there. See? Look. But that's the economics. You talking about
economics.
That's
had a baby?
Exactly. Yep. She good.
Oh, she straight. She's straight. That's what she
That's
needs.
why she can date. She can date a younger guy who is probably not going to be able to keep up to the same lifestyle. So, but she would be carrying the relationship. In most relationships that Nia Long is going to be in, she's going to have the dominant position.
You don't know that. By 50, there are some men who got some stuff. And she's in that circle where she can find somebody. We strictly talking economics, and we got to keep saying that.
I'm saying Serena went to, she married a white billionaire.
Yeah, because black men say she wasn't attractive.
Who said that?
Black men. Stop playing. Stop playing. Y'all know how y'all talk about Rena. Don't do it.
What are you talking about?
Y'all know how y'all talk about Rena. And now you see Riis like, yeah, you ain't lying, Ruthie. I know I ain't lying.
I don't know what you talking about.
Exactly. So y'all know how y'all talk about Rena, so she had to go get the little Reddit dude.
How we talking about it?
So So Kenya Renee say some of these young dudes, they got money and are young rappers. But here go my thing. She don't want to but my thing with that is does she really want to be keeping up? Does she really want to be 50 years old at the drill rapper concert with Young Dirk? And if Young Dirk is a young fly, young Easy J Weezy dude is now dating Nia Long because he looked up to her.
I mean, if you really look at it, 50 Cent did it. He dated Vivica Fox when he was hot. So, hey.
But he dated Vivica Fox because she was Vivica Fox.
And right, and you dating
and
Nia
he
Long.
got the climb on it. It was a status symbol for him. And the same thing would be for the young guy. The young guy would be like, "Dag dog, if it was on Instagram, what's she gonna look like at the club with Lil Durk? Talk about some boo."
Nia Long and Lil Durk.
Right.
That's what
but it's gonna be because she's a Hall of Famer. Yes or no?
So who really? I mean, that is true, but that's her status.
It's not Hall of Fame, Ruthie.
But you put your work in.
If a younger rapper is like, okay, if she dates a 35-year-old guy, it's because she's a Hall of Famer.
No, it's because maybe she want a younger man.
She on a girls trip.
Not necessarily. She ain't. It's not. She.
Okay, so let me just
you. Her value does not diminish because they are not together.
I don't think it does.
If Nia Long,
I'm not suggesting that. I am suggesting that dude is in the top 0.01% of black men.
Okay, but Maze, you act like the bar is like super high. It ain't that many.
So when I say she ain't got that, she ain't gonna do much better.
But then you got to think about who she is. Now, if you was talking about regular Janie from the block, I might be like, okay, Maze, you might be on to something. But Nia Long is in those same circles, and now that she done been cheated on, she really can. Although they were not together, according to Riis.
But my thing would be, it's because she's a Hall of Fame, according to the internet. Look, but Nia Long, okay. Why? Never mind. All I'm suggesting is that the gentleman. First of all, don't do the Cinderella movie and then be like he's an ogre. Don't tell me it was Prince Charles. Cause I saw the Cinderella movie during the NBA Finals when they was the magical couple of the world, which is why this is even an issue.
But they was together for a long time, so I can see them getting a little NBA profile.
So I'm saying, and in all that time, it was like it's the bomb. Like this is this magical relationship that blah 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 blah. All I'm saying is, if Nia Long enters the dating pool, it's not, she's gonna be swimming. And even in the rooms with the black people, Jay say, the higher you go, the less black people you see. I'm telling you, the dating pool is gonna be a lot smaller. That's
actually, no, hers, because she's open to dating Africans, her dating pool is actually a lot larger than most black women.
I'll give you that. There you go. You won.
Yes.
You won. Because she's open to dating Africans. Now, if she was talking about black men from you, foundational black men, I see your eyes looking at me crazy, but I'm just telling you, y'all be the ones talking about black men ain't got nothing. Let me tell you, do you
don't.
No, we don't. Yesterday when I said that, it was, yo, Dusty, look at you. Like, you, I was like, look at how you went there, right? Like, and my thing is.
Somebody called you Dusty?
No, they didn't call me Dusty, but they was like, you wish she would breathe on you. Like, all I'm saying is, she came up too, that she had a young NBA coach that was like, okay with her being his senior. He was excited that he had a Hall of Fame.
Oh, my goodness.
He was dating a Hall of Fame icon. Hey, Joe. At a certain point, are you not see? There's gonna be a time when people go be like, Beyonce is a Hall of Famer.
Oh my goodness. Jay-Z already cheated on Beyonce.
This isn't about the cheating. I'm not talking about that.
Of course it's not about the cheating.
I'm not
of
talking.
course, it never is about the cheating.
No, all I was really saying is that the world is going to be, it's going to be a...
That monogamy is like not a thing?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
That's not
that if
all.
you want to be in a relationship with a black man, you have to be okay with them having multiple partners? Is that what you're saying? If you are over 50, you better be okay with your man stepping out on you. Otherwise, you going to be a rusty dusty old maid. That's what you're saying, Kevin?
That is not what I'm saying. What I am suggesting is that life is hard for black men. It really is.
Okay, for black women too. Especially when we talking about dating and marriage. Come on.
I'm just saying.
It's hard for all of us. Okay.
Right. I'm saying some of y'all, like Ruthie, I was telling you that when we talked about I'm gonna stop. But here's my thing.
Quincy, what you talking about?
This is all I'm saying.
What you gonna say?
I think there are the basics. Then there are. I just think that it's.
Yeah, you could be a black woman with money. Mm-mm. You could be a black woman with money, and your man who got money still gonna cheat on you.
African man, that man,
that was
black
right.
man. Black man don't cheat.
No,
Beyonce.
No, I am, and again, I feel
Jay-Z.
like y'all trying to turn it into, like, obviously I don't.
You brought Beyonce into this. She gonna be in the Hall of Fame.
She is in the Hall of Fame, but she is not going to be all the time. Like, there's a point when, to me, Nia Long is going to find that the dating pool of, there's not a lot of black men doing that well. I'm not talking about fidelity or anything like that. Like, the point.
You talking about straight economics.
I was talking about, like being able to live and put you on the same status and the lifestyle that you live. Now, you can afford your own, but I'm going to say that my bet is that it's different even if you got money spending your own and someone else's, and being able to be there, be courtside, be able to live that whole lifestyle, right? All I'm suggesting is that there is going to be a drop-off, right? Like, she can do whatever she wants to do, but I do think that the existence for black men is not always the fantasy existence that they probably had, unless he was some sort of ogre in the back end. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because generally when men get to that level, they usually don't have black woman spouses. So that's why we like Russell and Sierra. That's why they made it a little playoff thing, because it was two black people on that high of a level together. So that's why we was all, oh my God, Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce.
So I feel like,
because black love at that level is like a thing, and we look to those relationships like, oh, they must be happy, they must be successful.
So I think that and that is marketed. The one thing I would also say is that I think that, well, I'm gonna leave this subject alone. But I do feel very much like it is going to be. I feel like people took that as a diss to Nia Long, that she had to accept something less than. I don't think that it's necessarily that I was suggesting that he made her, that she has to. I'm going to say that it is the level, the pool of men that have the capability to date Nia Long at the level that Nia Long would be dated is small. Fidelity or not. Like, fidelity aside. And I do think that, no, I do. And I think that there's the part
that
where
matters.
Your life, I believe that there are not that many. How many black men millionaires are there?
Not a lot.
Okay. That's all my point is. That was my point.
How many black women millionaires are there?
Probably more than black men.
But still, not a lot.
Okay. So, the math would then say that if there's not a lot and you kicked one to the curb, the dating pool is not going to be a lot. That's all my point is. It's just not a lot of brothers out here at that level. It's not a lot of people in that stratosphere. So don't sell me the fairy tale. Don't be on the NBA special telling me that it's Prince Charming and such and such, such and such.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm just telling you. It's going to be tough out there. All right.
No, it's not. For him, maybe, but not for her. She going to be all right.
Oh, okay. 50 single.
She's fine.
Okay.
Trust and believe that.
I agree. She said she didn't ever want to get married anyway. You're right. All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show.
And if you eliminate the economics out of it.
But that's the whole point.
And
then y'all gonna be talking about I gotta date down.
No, but I'm saying if you
gotta go to find me a man. I can't find me no man because y'all don't make no money and you feel less than because I earned the check.
The economic part of it is a big factor. So Nia Long is gonna be okay because she got some millions herself. Now, if we take away the economic part, okay, it can be a different conversation. But Nia Long is gonna be fine. She was in Big Mama's house.
That's exactly why she's not gonna be fine.
She's in Friday.
She's in Friday.
She'll be all right.
That was 30 years ago.
And she's still getting checks.
Friday's about 25.
She got long money.
I still think no, $9 million.
She got Nia Long money. What you mean? Nia Long money.
Y'all crazy. All right. Y'all sensitive, boy. Look at that.
No, that's no. You are being sensitive.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. You are being sensitive.
He's really that, but he's really trying to understand that
you are wanting to raise the self-esteem of black men based off of this economic factor, but you didn't couch it in economics. So people are like, hold on, how you gonna say she can't do no better? But if you would have couched it in economics, you might have a point. But because it was not couched in economics, Nia Long is gonna be okay.
When they go in the Ronnie Steakhouse, then she gonna be on the Instagram talking about this food got me at Ronnie's Steakhouse I used to eat. Why we got the?
Hey, but since she got that baby, she will be like how the lifestyle they've been living. He got to keep that up.
Guarantee. She's got the guarantee. See,
he got that. He only have to keep up a $9 million lifestyle. That's cool. He good, and that's net worth. So ain't no telling. So she's probably averaging about $250,000 a year.
Why y'all counting this in economics though?
Cause you did.
No, you started with. She got that baby though.
Oh yeah, she's smart. She's smart. So I ain't gonna marry you. I take that baby though.
If that was the rationale, I hope he does do better. I hope he does much better. If that was the case, that's all I gotta say.
Oh goodness!
Look, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. See, Riis? See, it's the Maze Jackson Show. Maze, Ruthie, and Riis. It's time for Tell Me Something Good. It is Tell Me Something Good Friday or Tell Me Somebody Good. Look, y'all. Riis, you got it in there? Put it up there and let's hear it. Tell me something good. Wow, wow. Hey, it is 8:52 on a Friday, and it is time for Tell Me Something Good Friday. What's going on, Ruth and Mo? Tell me something good. She got that baby, though.
Nia got that baby. Something good. I'm glad it's Friday. A little chilly today. But all in all, my Tell Me Something Good is I ain't turning the heat on for another 2 months.
Oh, you one of them?
So miss me with that bill.
So wait, that's telling you something
That's my something good.
So you going to be walking around the house cold? What, you got a fireplace?
I got a space heater. I don't know what the other units got.
That's going to run your fire.
No, I ain't cranking up the building.
Dad. Your tenants running around there like, look.
You better put some socks on.
Asia, call 311. Call 311. You ain't seen it. Dear landlord.
Let me check the temperature because I got to be within
right. Look, y'all, we almost in ComEd season, too.
It's say 55 degrees.
Ooh,
I think, was it 58 or 68?
I thought it's got to be freezing.
And it's like 50-something in the winter, I think.
I thought it was freezing.
You ain't got no singers in your building now, do you? If you got some singers in there, you better turn that heat on for them singers.
I got something good. I I know a lot of September birthdays. So shout out to all the September birthdays. I don't know why everybody I know is born in September. It's the weirdest thing. But happy birthday to all the September people. Seem like a very birthday.
What is a September birthday? So back up. What's September? 9 months from September, January, right? Everybody in the crib, like, what you doing?
I know a lot
what you
of
doing?
people with those.
No,
September
I'm just
birthdays.
saying. It's January. February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, November. Okay. Ooh. So wait.
Oh, did you miss some months?
Wait a minute.
I can't do it
How you
backwards.
got
I ain't
8
that
fingers
good.
in just November, and November is clearly the 11th
Right.
month.
So wait. February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Oh, right. We almost. Yeah. So December. Hey, bro.
That
That's
Christmas, New Year.
Is that New Year's Eve? What you doing? What you doing? Pass me the sham pimple.
You wanted my New Year's goals? I want to have a better relationship and work on our communication.
Whose?
Just that's that New Year text you get. You know, people try to end your life back at the top of the year. They make it a part of their like New Year's resolutions to right their wrongs from the last year. So be careful with them New Year's babies.
Oh.
Cause it be some New Year's making up happening.
Ruthie. Okay, I got you. Look at you. Look, Reese like, hold on.
Reese done sent them texts.
Not at all.
You wanted my New Year's goals, baby.
Did you go for it? How many times you fought for it? Though?
I just told you, a lot of people. It's a lot of September birthdays.
Do you remember? All right,
I want to start fresh.
What you say?
I want to start fresh.
Start fresh.
So why you calling me?
I got the same old. All right, it's DJ Reese the Ruler. It is Tell Me Something Good Friday. What's up, Reese?
You know what? This week, it's crazy. I actually got to go pay my respects again to one of my other cousins in a real tragic accident. But my Tell Me Something Good, even out of that, is I do get to spend some time with some family. And the older I get, the more time I appreciate. Even in any circumstance, if I can just spend a little bit of time with them, you know, I just try to take that the best I can, because you never know. So, man, if y'all mad at somebody, especially like, man, people that ain't talking to their mothers, sons, all that, man, y'all, man, make that up, because you only get one of them. So, you know, but my other Tell Me Something Good is, as you can see, I was on the phone earlier because today my son starts his first job, you know.
Yeah.
So I had to make sure
What's he
was
doing? Is it a secret?
No. He work at Hooters.
Go ahead.
Tell them to fry my chicken hard.
Hey,
They
listen,
be
you already
wet. Why
you
they
already
chicken
know
be wet?
You gotta get it fried hard.
You already know I told him, listen, when I come and get you, this the wings I want. You know,
Tell them to stop giving out them big old steroid chickens. When did Hooters chickens get so big?
They do steroid chickens?
Them things be big.
I ain't been to Hooters in so long.
Man, you know, I ain't been to Hooters in some years, but you know what? I'll be going there now. So
I bet you will. What?
Definitely going there now. So yeah, I'm definitely. So I made sure that he's good. And then he had another interview for McDonald's the other day. So I said,
McDonald's is my spot.
I said, go ahead, son, man, make all the money, you know. Because
he finna have 2 jobs.
2 jobs and go to school. I love it.
Damn, he like his daddy.
Jack Dums and them Nissan
He like his
trucks.
daddy.
That's it.
Right in the drive-through. Get back in cheeseburger, get in the car,
right
get
now.
out.
So he should be good, man. I'm proud of my son, man. So he should be good right now.
If he working at McDonald's, look into that college tuition program.
Hey, bro, McDonald's, excellent college, excellent. McDonald's is one of the best companies that I still swear by McDonald's. I would go back and make a Big Mac if I could right now.
What's the recipe?
It's you toast the buns, put the meat on, put a shot of the special sauce, dehydrated onions, lettuce, cheese on the bottoms, pickles on the top. Slide the burgers on, put the tops on.
How come you ain't just sing the song?
Wait a minute. Which one? Big Mac, filet of fish, quarter
To
pounder,
all beef patty,
special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on the sesame seed bun.
Great marketing. Did you write that too?
No.
And I wrote the jingle.
Nabbit.
What's your something good?
My something good. The movies this week. That has been some good. We'll take a caller first. I'll tell you how man afterwards. Caller on the Maze Jackson Show. Tell me something good.
Hey, Maze. This is Lisa from Bolingbrook.
Hey, Lisa from Bolingbrook. Did you get you some tickets last week?
Absolutely. And I just wanted to call you and just light your candle like Ruthie mentioned earlier. I want to light your candle and just thank you so much for that opportunity. My family and I, we had an awesome time. We had an awesome time with the first place winner, too. I can't remember her name.
Constance Foster.
And Tennille was Constance Foster. And Tennille was such a gracious hostess. And we had an awesome time. So I just wanted to light your candle, Maze, and just thank you. And I think you're the bomb.
Oh, thank you so much, Lisa. I appreciate that. And thank you, Aunt Tennille. Thank you to Feld Entertainment. Thank you to Monster Jam. Everybody who came out. You know what I forgot to do too today? I was going to give away tickets to everybody come hang out with us at Obsidian this weekend because I wanted you to call. So, you know what? Reese, if I got any callers, let me do this. Let me open up the phone lines because if you are interested in watching the Bears game, having being part of the Bloody Mary and Burger Bar, and come hang out with me for this Sunday at Obsidian, and you are interested in coming to hang out with us, give us a call, 872-259-7474, 872-259-7474. If you want to come hang out with us, free drinks, free food, come on by. You hung up? They hung up?
No, I ain't got to call it. But your regular people, man, they going to start being mad at you, man.
Why, they on the phone line?
No, because you keep giving these tickets out at 9:02. They ain't on there. They be like, I'm there every day at 5:59. And then, no, they're messing with you. No,
I know, my bad.
No, it's all good.
So if you out there and you are interested in coming and kick it with us this weekend, watch the Bears game, get you some Bloody Mary Marias, give us a call, 872-259-7474, 872-259-7474. We are going to be at Obsidian. I'm looking for the first 6 callers. The first 6 callers that call, I will give you a pair. I will get you and a guest to come hang out with us at Obsidian this weekend. See our social club as we watch the Bears game. You smoke your cigars. Reese, we even having a can of wine tasting. So we are going to break out the can of wine. Now, y'all be ready. If y'all ready for the can of wine, you probably going to watch 2 games. Because it be cracking. Plus, you can get your 6 callers. I'm looking for 6. So if you got 6 people, that means I'll take 12. We'll have 12 guests. We're going to get our kick it on. If you are interested in coming to watch the Bears game, we got Bloody Marys, Bloody Margaritas. Not Bloody Margaritas. Bloody Marys. We call it the kickback kickoff again. To stay tuned because we're going to start broadcasting live from that too. On Sundays, talking about some football. It's the Maze Jackson Show. 6 callers. 6, not the 6th. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Call, you there? You on the Maze Jackson Show. You interested in coming to kick it with us? And tell me something good. What's up?
Good morning, Maze. This is Mario.
What's
Good
up?
morning, Maze. This is Mario. How are you?
What's up, Mario? How you feeling, man? What part of the city you calling from?
I'm actually in the south suburbs. I'm in Crete.
Uh-oh, Crete. How your water out there, man? Y'all
Yes,
straight?
sir.
Y'all straight? Y'all water okay?
Yeah.
That by Kankakee.
We got drinkable water out here. We got drinkable water. We're good.
All right, cool. What's up, Mario? You coming to kick it with us, the Bears, or you just coming to tell me something good?
Listen, I'm calling for both. I would love to hang out at the club. Looking forward to it. Big Bears fan, and man, I love the opportunity to get out there and celebrate and watch the Bears win. Because last week was kind of rough for me.
Man, it was rough for me. I feel like I need some people to be there with me, some consolers, because I be having haters. It be Reese, put your arms down. It be readers. Mario, so check this out. You are welcome to come. So Reese, can you take his phone number down? You write his phone number down, and Mario, I am going to call you. I'll text you the address and the invite, and then you just bring that invite, go to the link, RSVP, but you come on down. You and a guest are welcome. Now, let me let you know, we're going to have the Bears game. You can bring your cigars if you smoke. You can smoke on our patio. Plus, we are going to have Bloody Marys, a Bloody Mary bar, Bloody Maria bar. Plus, we're going to have, we'll have a bunch of stuff. You come on down. We got a burger bar, too. So, you make your own hamburger. It's good. And we don't make them like cheap burgers. It'd be like hand-patted out burgers. It's going to be a good time. So, you come on down and kick it with us. Bring one of the fellas. Bring your wife. You're more than welcome to come on down. And let's have a good time, Mario. I look forward to seeing you on Sunday. 11
I can't wait.
o'clock,
I'll be
man.
there. Thank you.
My man, I'm looking
11
forward
o'clock?
to it. 11 o'clock. That's what it
All
is.
right.
All right, Mario.
Thank you, sir. I'll see you then.
You can. And, if you do fantasy football, you can bring your laptop because we do have Wi-Fi. So if you want to check your scores, you can do that or check your parlays. Look, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show.
I'll bring that, too.
There it is. All right, y'all, we got anybody else on the line? If you want to kick it with me this Sunday at Obsidian, right? Now, it's the private social club, so I don't be telling out the address because everybody just can't come. Right? We want to be in a space where it's safe environment. You can smoke your cigars, get you a little something to eat. We got a burger bar, Bloody Mary, and Bloody Maria bar. If you don't know the Bloody Maria, it's a Bloody Mary, but instead of vodka, it's tequila. Now you make your sandwich. Look, Ruthie, they be putting shrimp and bacon and all type of olives and blue cheese, and they be making like sandwiches. Then don't let it be some chicken wings. If it's some chicken wings, they put it on the stick. Ruthie know. See, Ruthie been hanging with the white people, so she understands the gravity of the Bloody Margarita bar. Look, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. We got anybody on the line, Riis? If you want to come kick it with me this...
Long.
Uh-oh, you don't even watch football, man. What's going on? It's King Israel.
You got extra TV. Get extra TV, put power on other TV. Look, I'm going to bring a guest. I'm bring one of the guys at the picture. Which one of them guys at the picture you want me to bring with me?
Now, they probably ain't coming. They ain't going to come. Now I'm probably on the band list.
What about Derek Bailey? I'm thinking Derek Bailey will come.
Okay, you pick who you want to bring. Oh, by the way, I seen your man from Livewire the other night, man. Talked to him. He was super cool.
Oh, man, that.
Hold on. We talk about that offline. I talked to him. Sean from Livewire. Let's do that.
But let me tell you something about, I'm glad you mentioned that. Last night we Caravon and we came out to this event about the casino out in south suburbs, man. They snapped. So it's all the casinos, man. It's interesting. We're going to talk. We're going to talk, brother.
All right. Cool. Mario, thanks. That's King Israel. That's King Israel. Mario Kuntz, this Maze, I see your name, so I'm going to put you down. We got you at the list. I will get you. Man, but I do need you to inbox me if you don't mind, Mario. If you can inbox me or Riis, if you got his number, that would be great. Anybody else on the line? I'm looking for 5 more people. 5 more people. Wait, we got 2. No, Israel ain't coming. Israel already a natural, so he don't count. So I'm looking for 5 more people that want to come kick it with me for the Bears game. We got Bloody Marys, Bloody Marias, plus we got a burger bar. It's going to be on and popping. We got a caller? Call you on the Maze Jackson Show. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, caller, who's this?
Hello? This is Dominique.
Hey, Dominique, what's going on? What's going on, Dominique? How you feeling?
Nothing much. I'm feeling great. I'm just at work and I'm just trying to be low key. But I was listening and I wanted to get the tickets for the weekend.
Oh, good. So, Dominique, is your information up there, Riis? You got Dominique's information? Dominique, can you tell us your last name? Was that a secret? We don't want you to get in trouble.
Yes, Hudson.
Hudson? Okay, Dominique, I got you down.
HUDSON.
All right, and we got your phone number because we're looking at it on the screen. So I'm going to send you a text message, all right? And that text message is going to have the information that you need. Now, I'm telling you, be ready. You got your Bears jersey. Who you rooting for, the Bears or the Texans? Because y'all know Lovie Smith coming back, right?
My husband likes the Bears, so.
Oh, you gonna bring your husband?
He's rooting. I mean, yeah, because he likes football as well, more than I do.
Yeah, well, that's okay. You do the right thing. You tell him, come on, we finna have us a good old time. So you bring your husband and let's get our kicking on. Dominique and her husband are coming to watch the Bears game with me this Sunday. All right? So don't you be sneaking at work because we don't want to tell nobody. You be listening to the Maze Jackson Show. We gonna see you Sunday. I know they gonna tell. So look, Dominique, I ain't gonna tell nobody, but we gonna see you on Sunday. And you bring your husband. Tell him to rock his Bears jersey or his Bears gear. And I can't wait to see you on Sunday.
He sure got some.
Oh,
yes,
do you buy it or does he buy it?
I love y'all.
We love you too. So you make sure you come on down. And
he does.
Oh, you make sure. You tell him to buy you a jersey too, because we gonna have us a good old time.
Okay.
All right.
I sure will.
Okay,
I will. Thank you so much.
All right. We'll see you on Sunday. All right, y'all. I got 2. I got to find 3 more. Wait, I got to find 4 more callers. The phone number, 872-259-7474. 872-259-7474. If you want to come check out the Bears game at Obsidian, give us a call. We got anybody on the line? Nobody. Uh-oh.
Yo, what's going on, family? What's up, Ruthie? What's up, Riis?
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it.
You can't have a Sunday at Obsidian without your main man, bro. All of this talk is just, I knew my ears and my spirit was moving. So I know I can get a ticket, dog. I know I got Bears gear, I got a Bear hat, I got a Rex Grossman jersey. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Like, come on, you gotta let me in, bro. You gotta let me in, dog. I'll bring some chicken. I've been on YouTube learning how to make the Bloody Marys. I've been watching YouTube. I'm on Pinterest. You know, I've been doing my research with the other people on how they kick it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm ready, bro. I'm hyped, dog. I gotta get a ticket, man. Come on, man. For your man, boy. This devil, man, you gotta let me in.
Mario,
bro. I don't
what
even
we
know
doing?
where it's at, man.
Mario, we gonna
I
put him
don't
in
even know where it's at, man. Hey, man, somebody just send me a shout out, man. Let me know, man. Pop a firecracker or something, man. I gotta get in this spot, man. Hey. How can I get in? How can I be down, bro?
How can I be? Look, hey, Mario, check
how
this out.
How can I be down, man?
Look, man, we gonna haze him.
How can I be down,
yeah,
son?
we gonna haze him. We gonna haze him.
How can I be down, son?
Hey, man, you gotta sing the Bears fight song out front on Facebook Live, and you gotta wear your Bears mascot uniform, and you gotta wear them bear claws and a bear head, and then once you do that, we'll bless you in. That is my man Devo Gordine.
Okay.
We gonna see you at the Bears game on Sunday. That's right, Obsidian. You got his information. I got his information. All right, look, I'm looking for 3 more people. 3 more people that want to kick it with me for the Bears game this Sunday. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Riis, don't nobody want to kick it with me, do they? Anybody want to come to the Bears game? What's up, caller?
May.
Hey, what's up, man? I know you ain't trying to come see the Bears game, are you?
Man, I would like to come, but believe me, bro, I'm knee deep in my car, bro. I got rot. I'm replacing floor pans and everything. I got a guy that's painting my car, and we on a crunch time. He paints Indy cars for a living, so he's on a crunch. The season starts for him in November, so I got him locked in, man. So I'm trying to get that done, bro. But what I was calling about, bro, I want to become a member. Me and my brother want to become a member of Obsidian.
Awesome.
So, like I said, I'll be getting with you on the info for that, though, bro.
My man.
But I'm just calling to say, man, wish y'all a good weekend, man. Y'all stay safe and keep y'all head on the swivel, and everybody enjoy themselves, man. Party and peace.
All right, I appreciate you, James.
Raise a Bloody Mary for me.
We will definitely do that, man. I'm going to raise a Bloody Maria for you. Hey, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm still looking for 3 more people. I need 3 callers. 3 people that want to come kick it with us at Obsidian this weekend for the Bears game. Bloody Mary, burgers, and margaritas. Well, I mean, Maria's. What? Why you laughing?
What was the caller name that was going to bring her husband?
Oh, Dominique Hudson.
Yeah, y'all ain't gotta be like Dominique. You ain't gotta bring your husband.
Yes, you do, Dominique. We gonna tell. This sound like what your name is. Who this is? Hello?
This is Erica again.
What's up, Sister Erica? How you feeling?
I'm good. I want to come Sunday.
So you don't be wasting up my call time when you know you already on the guest list. You already see, this be black people. They be like, hold on. You know black people got a fear of getting left out. Hold on. Now you know you one of the regulars on the weekly anyway. You girl, get off my phone. You supposed to be like, don't forget New Era on Saturday at Ogden Park. I do it for you. Next caller. Look, I'm looking for 3. We done? I'm looking for 3 people that want to kick it with us for the Bears game this Saturday. You got to rock your gear too. Carla, what's up? Who you there? Lovey's Revenge or not? Caller, you there?
Yeah, hello?
Hello? What's up, caller?
Hey, Maze. I would definitely like to get tickets to Obsidian on Sunday to check out the Bears with you guys.
Okay, who this is? What's your name, caller?
This is Donnell Digby.
Donnell Digby? All right, Donnell, so check this out, man. We are going to be kicking it. We got Bloody Marys, Bloody Marias. We got the Bears, and we're going to have burgers. Now, the Bloody Maria bar and Bloody Mary bar is kind of off the chain. Hand-chopped vegetables. And I tell you what, on the burgers, I do them myself. So I don't buy the patties frozen. I hand pat every single one of them out. I grill them, I season them, I put them on to make sure that they are good. Then you can get the bar, then you just start putting your home burger, put your toppings on. Then you make your Bloody Mary, your Bloody Maria, you get it kicking on. Now, who you coming with, Donnell?
I love it, Maze. Put me down for a +2. I got
He said +2. Look, he added one. I said you come on down though, Donnell. I'm gonna put you down +2. Reese, get ready for the text, right? We'll send you a text. Reese, you got his number? All right, Donnell, make sure you put his name by. Donnell, okay, cool. We are going to send you a text with the information, and we'll see you Sunday at the game, man. Be ready, all right?
Sunday. We'll do that.
Sunday, there it is. All right, we got two more, Reese. 2 more. I'm looking for the callers. Tell me something good. You coming to kick with me? We done? All right. Look, I still got 2 slots. So if you're interested in kicking it with us for the Bears game, give us a call. 872-259-7474. It's burgers, Bears, Bloody Marys, and Marias. All of them in a box. So, Ruthie, you know how you get the bacon? Or you don't get the bacon? We ain't making no turkey
Why don't you do some beef bacon?
Have you ever tried to fry beef bacon?
Yes, you gotta see. You just don't know how to do it right, man.
You gotta put it in the oven,
or you put it on top of the stove and you just gotta start it off, but you gotta cook it kind of slow. So if you want that, you would never be able to tell it ain't real bacon. You like your bacon crunchy or like soggy?
I like it a little floppy.
You do?
Yeah, I like the little fat to be a little moist.
It depends, yeah.
See, I just learned how to fix bacon the right way. But the easiest thing to do,
put it in the oven.
Man, you put bacon in the oven and it come out right every time.
Set it and forget it.
Right.
Do you flip yours or you just put it in there and let it
go? Do you know? And then I was thinking about this week making like the bacon with the sugary bacon, like the maple bacon, or like the
fancy.
But you eat turkey bacon and it all tastes
I
like
really
cardboard.
like turkey bacon. I eat beef bacon, man.
And it tastes like I used to eat beef bacon.
I eat too much of it at one time.
Well, that's the problem because you still feeding for the bacon, and then you eat the pack, and the beef bacon go quicker.
You got to eat it's only
you
7
gotta
pieces in the pack for like $8.
You got to find the meat in it too.
Goodness gracious!
All right, y'all. It is the Maze Jackson Show. Shout out to Aunt Neil, providing smiles. Lisa from Bolingbrook called back and was like, "Yo, I had a great time." Thank you to everybody. I got a lot going on this tonight and this weekend. I'm excited. We got a big event tomorrow at Obsidian. Other social clubs joining us, the Great Network. We got the Bears game on Sunday with the Bears bar. So I'm going to be running. Plus, Cousin Juan got her Taste of Chicago going on. That we're going to be checking that out. Plus, New Era's got their big event this weekend. I had a good time at the Speakers fundraiser. And the movies this week.
You want to see Avatar?
No.
You want to see Woman King?
Who? No, I'm talking about the movies this week that we've been playing on the show.
Oh!
I'm with you, Ruthie. I thought he was going to the show, right?
Yeah.
I don't have no time to go to the show with all that. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Shout out to everybody that was looking out for the president yesterday. Hey, y'all, I need y'all to keep y'all eye on this dude, though. Because he always figure out a way to be within the personal space, and, I can't be there. So when y'all be in the space, just be on the lookout. Please. Please and thank you. You know what I'm saying? We'll discuss it. Light meeting tomorrow. Actually, I need some aid and assist because I got a big event. So if we probably not going to have a BP1 meeting tomorrow. But if I can get some help from some of the fellas, that would be greatly appreciated.
What time? ¿Qué tiempo?
You getting us ready? 10 o'clock. Ruthie getting us ready.
You know I speak a little Espanol.
Tennille, don't tell me what to do. Tennille always trying to tell somebody what to do. Hey!
She just strongly suggests.
She be like, don't be late. Well, she's my boss now, so, I have to report to her. It's like, like when your sister hires you.
That has to be nice to report to your sister like that.
Do you know Tennille? She'd be like, I'd like to see that in writing, please.
Yeah, but I bet you it's
And
in
she'd
order.
be like-
I bet you it's in
and
order.
she'd be like,
I
could
bet
you-
you it's in
she'd be
order.
like, could you
I
put
bet you it's in order.
some time behind that,
I
please?
bet you
I'd
it's
be
in
like,
order.
Did you think I'm Ruthie or something?
I bet you it's gonna be in order. I can appreciate some diligence. Let me tell you why I appreciate your sister. Because she is the, if you was into spreadsheets, she's so like organized, and I can just appreciate people that are that way.
I'd be like, dang, how you want me to do it again? Look at my grandbaby. Just real quick. Let me just let y'all see my G baby because she just turned 2. That her right there.
2? That baby was just born.
2. Time flies.
Let me see over here. Ooh, nice shoes.
She's the freshest.
She wear hard bottoms.
She the freshest.
She walking, huh?
Walking.
Too, she better be.
She walking. Right.
Wow.
Her mom be like, you be walking around. Anyway, it's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man DJ Riis the Ruler, Ruthie Mo. For all of us, every single day we ask the question:
why Nia Long get cheated on?
Hey, y'all. I gotta tell you, I feel a certain way about this article today. Only because I try to clap for everybody. And I really hate that my blackness gets leveraged against me. That bothers me. Especially when I want you to eat for real. All right, y'all. Oh, dang, y'all. Nobody else want no tickets. All right, that's it. That's it. All righty. So we will be seeing Mario Kuntz, Dominique Hudson. We don't know if we letting Devin in. And Donnell Digby.
Plus it's 2.
Right. Donnell was like, oh, like I'm taking advantage.
I mean,
it's all good, fam. We want you to come on.
Some people got
call in.
Some people got 2 wives. I mean, it just be like that.
See, why you messing it up for dude? Like, we trying to be, oh, Lord. That's why y'all don't be messing around with y'all. Look, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. So for Maze, Riis, and Ruthie, I am the host where every single day we ask the question, what's in it? Why Nia Long get cheated on? I bet she don't have no.
Goodness.
You think she have a hot meal waiting for him? You think?
Oh my goodness!
I mean, what's her value proposition?
Oh my goodness! See, we crescendo. Come on! Don't plateau us.
What's her value proposition?
Don't you plateau us?
What's she bringing to the table?
You can watch Friday anytime you want free, baby.
Right. I got the DVD.
What's she bringing to the table?
What is she bringing to the table?
She can help you get into some acting.
She is a Hall of Fame. She bringing them Hall of Fame invites. All right, I'm through.
You done?
Yes.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin Harvey. Kevin Harvey, thank you for your musings.
Honey.
Please, everybody, listen to Maze.
It's the Maze Jackson Show.
If you want to keep your man, listen to Maze, because he going to get us together, okay?
I'm going to get y'all together.
Since Kevin done gone on to glory, somebody got to keep us together.
Right. Let me, I am going to write a book. Get y'all right. You know what I'm saying?
What's going to be called?
Get y'all right, man.
Let me get y'all right real quick.
Y'all are so funny.
You want to keep...
Y'all are hilarious.
Oh, Jesus. Look, y'all, it is the Maze Jackson Show. We have gone on way too long.
Okay, I'll be quiet because we just keep prolonging it.
And another one. So for Maze, Riis, and Ruthie, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, where every single day we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them. Maze said, we out of here. Peace.
Business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian and black. Rahm Emanuel's another case, he was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother